All set.
All set. Oh, yeah, no Dave today, right, Justin?
No, his kids are sick.
sick.
You have to take him to the doctor.
Yeah, so no Dave today. All right, so Justin is here. And Steve from Gloucester and Cinema, former enemies, now friends, no?
I mean, I let him out. I let him off my mantle for the day. I let him come out and play with the big boys.
There you go. Well, as always.
Where to begin?
The center of, as always, the straw that stirs the drink. Good luck watching that show the rest of the way. I'll say that. Eliminated last night. Lots of thoughts. Obviously, enemies have emerged. Frustrating, very, very frustrating, very frustrated. In some ways myself, in some ways it's just the game, the way that it was set up. I'm not saying it was rigged. It is rigged that Dave owns a company, but I'm saying I don't think Rob, the producer, and Jeff and these guys rigged the game to go a certain way. But definitely frustrating. I played really hard. I thought I played a good game. Sometimes it just goes, it's 24 people, one wins. But boy, some people piss me off and will continue to piss me off. And I hate them and I will always hate them. So that's, you play a game with me like that and, going in what the ramifications are. Don't reach out to me again. Don't ask me for advice. Don't ask me to reach out to just leave me alone. I hate you. I hate your fucking guts. You're a phony. We'll get more into it, but yeah, I know you're very into it, Cinema. Steve, did you watch it?
I did, yeah.
Justin?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Any thoughts from you?
I knew it was coming.
I guess that text makes more sense when I sent you from Chicago after that.
I kind of put two and two together at that point, but it still hurts to see it happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's a tough game. It's a very, very, very tough game. So, go ahead.
I was going to say, watching it, I don't think there's something you did that I was like, Kirk fucked up in that moment.
Well, I think it's tough. I mean,
obviously,
there's edits. I mean, I could have, in that last vote, I could have taken a shot and tried to get, but
that was one of my big questions.
I was dead. I was dead anyway. I would have just been, they were gunning for me. Yeah. The number, I would have bought myself, it would have been a Band-Aid on a gun wound. And I thought, if I did it and lost my vote, I was definitely 100% out, which would have been right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But I think Will's was probably more egregious. He was really dead, but same thing. You're just
buying time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But you could definitely argue that was a mistake. I think it was a 50-50 call. I don't have a problem with that. What makes it so hard is by the time Pink Wedding started, people are like, oh, why didn't you the numbers? Why don't you meet? And you just didn't have time. And at the last part, you had no time because you stayed at the table the whole time.
Right.
And then everybody, my group, my mistake ultimately was going in with Kelly, Megan, and Rico and getting sort of hyper-focused on Taylor. That was a mistake.
Yep.
Total mistake. That if you want to go back, and I think Taylor would say, and I think I'm going on Bussin' next week when I'm in Chicago to talk about surviving after everything. I think Taylor would agree his mistake was not capitulating when Will and I both wanted Kelly out. Because the three of us were in that bathroom. I don't know if you remember that episode or not. And two of us, Will and I, said we want Kelly out. Now, Kelly turned out to be pretty loyal, till the end. And he said he wanted Megan out. And he probably wasn't wrong, but it was 2 against 1, and Taylor was like, no, I'm not doing it. And at that point in my mind, I was like, well, if he's not going to play ball with us, I just can't trust him.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I became focused on that. I was never into this, vote athletes out. Watching the way this game's been so far, challenges,
no.
I've been as effective as Taylor Lewan in the games.
If not more so.
I think that's been a minimal, so I think people get
throwing dice in a ring.
Yeah, people get very, and I'm not saying that the rest of the challenges may be super physical, but I was never worried about that. So that was probably a mistake. But I thought we had numbers. I thought we had 4 against 3. And as it turns out, Rico was obviously doing what he was doing. Kelly, I think, was pretty loyal, but she was always going to go with Rhea, but I didn't really care because I thought that was going to be
so far down the road. And who am I forgetting? Megan, I thought I could control, and I think I still, she's just fucking, you can't, as Peter Mannion would say, you can't cure stupid.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, too, is that they're alive.
That's my fault, but I got into, it was somebody who, I have to think her mother drank heavily while she was probably literally pushing her out.
Right. But don't you realize you were playing with dummies? because
but
she's a dummy.
Yep.
Biz, which was on an island of his own.
Biz voted for me, which I didn't even know.
I don't understand that vote.
I don't think that was a calculated. I think he was just lost in the chaos. Like I don't think that was a like. I really don't. I don't think that was like a fuck you move. I could be wrong.
He turned around and took out Will, though, right? The next move. Like, that was the first time I feel like he showed any sort of sense of strategic move.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting watching him going forward because now he is kind of
Everyone wants
on
Biz.
his own.
Yeah.
All the comments are the only person I want to win this now
Right.
is Biz.
Now, I personally vote for people who play the game.
Right.
He doesn't play the game. That, in my opinion. So, but maybe he will. Maybe
No.
he's been hiding the whole time. Keep an eye on it. I don't know. There's still, tonight's episode is a whopper. I will say that. Okay. But yeah, frustrated. We'll get to the grievances personally I have, but frustrated that, went as far as I get. Frustrated also that it didn't cost me the game, but I didn't like, I saw people tweeting last night that the voting went the same order twice in a row last night.
Yeah.
They gave Dave plenty of time to play his game two times in a row. But I don't think, I actually ultimately don't think that would have mattered.
If there wasn't so much like bantering ongoing while the
Right.
votes was happening, I don't think it wouldn't have mattered at all. The fact that you guys were
That's why.
talking
It was,
so
that was
much.
big
it was
shame.
essentially the time in between the votes normally. Was
Okay,
then.
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
yep.
So Dave talking to Dan and saying, Kirk and Will made a pact. Like I was out of the room during that. That didn't, first I went to vote. Like, I was like, that didn't happen. But like, because Dan's, a child can be very easy manipulated. I mean, I don't know if that's I don't know many people from Newton, but I don't know if it's a regional thing or not. So I don't know that. This will stay other than when Mike asked Dan if he was from Newton on the show 4 years ago. And then Dan called Steve and said, can you take it out because I'm worried about my family, their security.
Oh, did
At the
that really
time.
happen?
Yeah. You can ask
okay.
Steve that. Yeah. That's not going to be like this, right? Is he going to do that again?
I
Okay.
can't promise.
Because I know there are no Katzes in Newton. So, I mean, I'm sure it'll be very specifically targeted. I don't mean to mention that. I just thought of it. Okay. So, I'm
It's been
going to.
unbearable to watch.
I'm going to be. You have no idea the level of asshole I'm going to be in Chicago next week. You'll have never seen anything like this. And I know that asshole behind you, who I want gone, seems like I'm not tough anymore. I don't know, anybody you watch the last 24 hours and think I'm an asshole. I don't know what to say. I know Fax is one of the gang from what he's tweeting yesterday, but he'll be gone soon, right, Justin? This doesn't feel like it's a long one, though.
Probably. It's just.
Not working, right? Yeah. Do you agree or no?
I think it can work, but there's been some troubling just starts to it.
Like that yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, no one's
it was
asking you. Don't.
He's like, I'm the sixth guy. The sixth
Yeah,
guy.
what
of,
was that
the sixth
about?
guy of what? Like of what?
On the show.
Yeah,
which
you're not
is-
on the show. Like, I don't want you here as an intern. Like, Dave hired you. You could leave, pack up your shit and go home. What do I care? What are you going to do? There's clips of all the words in capital letters. My life will go on without those, I'm playing golf either way, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Like, my life's not going to be how many YouTube views we get. I don't give two fucks about that.
So how many people are going to show up today? Because I saw you put your address out.
You're always welcome.
If you-
372 Main Street,
if
Watertown.
If you were soft, then you wouldn't put the address out.
I
Right?
mean, 26 and 0. Like I have no, no problem at all. I mean, they're riders. Their leader who's weeping, calling me a week ago, crying. So I mean, he's your leader. And they cut stuff out. I was like, you guys the editors are real pussies. So because I was like saying Rico was always calling, oh, my kid's sick. I don't know why my kid's got a cold. Shut the fuck up. I don't give two fucks about your kids. Throw them in a river.
Like, he kept swearing on their lives too, left and right. And one of the times he was blatantly lying. So it's like these promises on your kids don't mean very much, Rico. You don't give a fuck about
These kids have no chance in life. The state should take them away.
But you were right though. He punches down. That's him.
Of course he
Like,
does. Yeah.
He said nothing to you.
Nothing.
Like
He said he does this. Same thing as Dan. They put on that weepy face, that feel bad for me face.
yeah.
Dan is Pat Menahan 2.0. Trying to please everybody, pleases nobody, and that gets you pancreatic cancer, which I hope he gets. I fucking hope he gets.
Oh jeez.
I hope he gets it.
Would you have any respect though if they would have fought back at you?
Of course,
If
that's
they-
the
if
game.
Rico
I
would've
wouldn't.
said-
Right.
If Rico
fuck
would have
you.
said, "Fuck you,
Yeah.
Kirk. This is what I'm doing,"
Yes.
or Dan said
yes.
to you,
I'd be pissed, but I'd be like, all right,
you
well,
feel better about it a little bit.
I would feel better about it a lot. I'd feel
lot,
better.
yeah.
And Dan, as I said, is the kind of guy who stabs you in the back. And I've seen some people. What's the idiot's name who does the fireside chats? He's just a
Freddie
stoolie.
Lynn?
He's a stoolie. He's a shitbag. He's a shitbag. I'll dox him before 11 o'clock today. Cops will be in front of his house. That kitty porn he has. He's a stool. He's like, I don't even know what Dan did on this dumb shit. You're a fucking idiot retard.
He would have voted for you.
Who?
Well, he
He
lost his
did.
vote.
He did. He essentially did. That's what
Yeah.
Megan voted for me. Like, this is what people don't understand. People are like, oh, she voted. That's a vote for me.
That's a vote for you.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Voting for Rico is a complete waste of a vote.
Hey, at least she comes back and she tells you the truth. Unless you got like fucking Big Cat who's like, "Oh my God, you blew the whole plan. What the fuck?"
Yeah,
man?"
yeah, but
And
Megan-
meanwhile, he lost his fucking
No, you're
vote.
right.
Megan would
You're
lick,
right, Senator.
Megan would lick Big Cat's asshole if he told because and she told me during the game at one point, she's like, I don't think I ever voted against Dan because he's the reason I'm in Chicago. I have this job.
Yeah.
So like for all I know, Dan said to her at some point, like, put a vote over there for Rico. So it makes it like, I have no idea. I don't trust any of them.
No.
So,
And then there's that bullshit thing.
but you're
where
right. At least it's different than Dan.
He
but yeah.
wanted to walk in the room with you. Okay, he walks in the room with you. He's still going to do what he's going to do
Sure.
anyway.
Yeah, but I had no problem with it. I don't even know why that's why is that a rule? Well, I care. Yeah. No, it seemed like an on the moment, but I mean,
It's their game.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
their game, and you're just a part of it, but it's always going to be about Dan and Dave.
yeah.
And that's pretty much, Kirk, if they're playing in the game, it's not fair.
No, but
It's rigged.
but you know it going in. I have no problem
Yeah.
with that. That you have to have Dave Portnoy and Dan Katz
For the
playing
ratings,
Survivor.
for sure.
Like, I have
Right.
zero problem with that.
And also, like, everyone knows each other. It's not like
Of
real
course.
Survivor where someone
Yeah, like
from
I
California,
don't know like Wallow and I don't know like Caleb really. Like there are.
But for the most part, people, it's like Megan said, like they're coworkers with each other. They see each
Yeah,
other.
you know going in. Yeah, yeah. But there are but there with Dave and I was on the big text thread with Dave and Whitney last night, and Dave is still pretending like the game's not rigged for him to some extent. Well, it is once he gets to a certain point, but he's played the game very well. He played.
Yes. No, he has.
You know, I'm not gonna give him that much credit. I mean, he played well in the Pink Wedding, but like he's controlling like Rico and Dan. These are children.
But isn't there a fear factor,
And
though?
moves.
In moves,
Yeah,
right.
moves has been electric.
But isn't there a fear factor? Because let's say that you did one here. Justin and Dave are going to be petrified to vote for you.
Sure.
And that's how I feel it is with them. Like, oh, we can't vote Dave out because he's ultimately the boss. It's ultimately his 250.
Right.
So
well, I
it
think
has
it's
to
more
play
like
something
Rico.
into that.
Rico wants Dave to like him because Dave is Dave. Like that's the part of it that Dave doesn't really understand. That's inherent to the whole thing, which again is on me. That's not Dave's fault. He's playing the game. That's my fault. I should have recognized it.
Yeah. I mean, Big Cat 2 was also the first one voted out last season, so it's not like he's an untouchable in these kinds of
Dave was
games.
whacked early too because
was.
Jerry was on the team.
And it's not like people like Francis and Roan, they tried to
Too late though. The
put
numbers
together-
weren't there.
Right.
What killed this game so far to this point. Look, somebody may make a big move among the remaining people, but
Somebody has to.
somebody has to.
Somebody
have
has
to.
to.
But the Clemmers, the Francises, the Arian Foster, episode 2 said get rid of Dave Portnoy. Didn't want to do it because he didn't want to lie to anybody in playing Surviving. But Arian, the problem is you're talking Arian, Mincy, White Sox, Dave, Clemmers. Mincy going to vote against Dave?
No.
He said he won't.
That's what I mean. So like what? How do you do that? Francis is worried about his contract.
Right.
So I mean it's the game is rigged, which is fine, but like you have to kill them early. They didn't have a guy like me or a guy like Jerry on that team early. They paired Dave up with Rico, which I will say, as Harry would say, is sus as a bus. I will say that. Like of all, because they put the 6 of us back together. The 6 guys who came back.
Yes.
Teams of 2.
Yep.
So me and Jerry, fine, great. Will and Dan, okay. And they put Dave with all people, Rico. They didn't put Dave with me or Jerry because I think probably in the back of their minds they might have thought, well, one of those guys might get Dave out. Because the
Maybe
first thing
Will,
out,
too.
yeah, oh for sure, Will. The first thing I would have said was, we're getting Dave out of here. Like I'm going because you can't. There are too many factors like that. And I don't think they thought that. I think they were trying to put the right combination of 6 people together. But it's frustrating. So I stayed in a separate room during the Surviving. I fucking destroyed that room when I got eliminated. I went fucking nuts. I was like, I'm not talking. And I finally sat down and talked, but I was so mad, way angrier than Che, because I don't know Che. So I was just angry, and you're angry at yourself ultimately. But hey, that's the game. It's great. I mean, I texted Dave last night, I'm doing it again next year. So
Yeah.
I
thought you were going to do something with the torch. Like, I was like, oh, you're going to go full, like...
what, hit him with it or something?
No, like throw it against the wall.
No,
or-
Jerry did that. No, it's not. I mean,
Yeah.
it's you get eliminated. The votes are the votes. You get mad. I think my comment walking away will have plenty of ramifications. I'm not worried about that.
So what's Rico?
To Dan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, Dan Rico's just he's a loser. I mean, he's just a loser.
Who do you think makes the move, though? Of who's left?
Well, I can't really.
Oh, you
Steve,
can't.
Steve, I
Senator,
know
who
what
do you
happened,
think?
so I can't
know.
really.
Dave,
Senator, who do you think?
Dave and Rhea, like somebody has to turn on the other one because when those are the two people right now that are in line, in my opinion, to get the most votes if you go to the final. So I don't think how either of them can go with the other person. I think at some point somebody has to try and put together some kind of a vote to get the other out. And I think that's why Biz is actually going to be so valuable in these last couple of episodes, because he is completely on his own and he's somebody that you can grab to make a big move like that.
Yeah.
Whether it is Dave or if it's Rhea. If Dave and Big Cat are like, hey, we need to get Rhea out, let's go get Biz, and you have Rico, it's like, it's that easy. Now it's, I mean, it's guys versus girls, but
Why are you wearing pants?
finally under 30. Once it goes under 30,
that's a rule?
Yeah. Once you hit the 20s. When I left the house this morning, it was like 16.
It was a cold run this morning, that's for sure.
You know who I think's going to win it all?
Who's that?
As much as people want to doubt the woman of the Barstool world, guess who's still here? All right, NFL McGee over here didn't quite make the
Okay, I
main cut.
can't. I mean,
Oh my God.
I like the people who aren't aware. They think they don't realize they're being carried. Like they're moving on because they're stupid, because they're bad, and they're like proud about it. It's so stupid. It's like Twat making Megan making money. It's like the same thing. I don't. See people like, I'm gonna come beat you up. She's the one who's always like, I'm a guy. Treat me like a guy. Yeah. Well, okay, you're an asshole. You're a cunt. You're a twat. You're a shithead. You're what word would you like me to use? I don't know. But yeah,
If she voted for Keegs.
What happened? I'll tell you. Of course, same thing. Because it was so chaotic. There was a miscommunication between me and Will as well.
Right.
If Will had voted for Kelly, because we weren't going to get the Dan numbers at that point. I would have been fine doing that, but it would have been me, Will, maybe Biz, but maybe not. No one else is voting for him.
Right.
So I was like, that's not going to work. The minute I heard Keeg say, oh, if you want me to vote Kirk out, I'll vote Kirk out to Dave, I was like, well, all right, got to go after her. And I thought I had numbers. So if Will had done that and Megan had done that and Dan had told the truth, would have been out.
Yeah. Even if it goes to a revote.
No, that's 3.
Because you got 4 votes.
Right. How many did she have? I thought she had 2.
She had 2 votes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you had Dan, Megan, and Will, that's 5 for Kelly.
Well, Dan lost his vote.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If he had done what he said he was going to do, he told me he was going to vote for Keegs.
Yeah.
That's then 5. I move on. Kelly's out, and then I go right over to Will and Biz, and I'm like, all right, like we have 3. We have to find somebody. Right. And I think that would have been very difficult.
She also lost her vote in that same round, right?
Who did?
Keegs.
Keegs did. Yeah, she would have been out. Yeah, we would have got
right.
her. So I would have said to Will and Biz, like, obviously they're out to get us. They're out to get, like, Dave walked up to me at the beginning, was like, I'm getting you. Or you're getting me out of this game, one way or the other. I said, okay, I can't focus on that right now. So I would have said to those 3, all right, now we get how many people would have been left at that point? 8?
9.
No,
No,
after 9.
You were the 10th person out.
So that's 3 against 6, probably.
Yep.
Like, who are you going to sway? Megan? No. Rhea and Dave? No. Dan, maybe you can guilt Dan, maybe. Rico? No.
Not getting moved.
Definitely not.
Not getting moves? You can't even talk to moves, so dumb. So it's like, there's no...
Yeah.
So
What
we
if
were-
you?
I was fucked.
So if you go a step back, if you go to Monday's episode,
Yeah,
after
what
the
was that?
first challenge, it's the first day of the pink wedding.
The key.
Oh, and I used
You
the...
showed him the idol.
Yeah.
So after the first challenge happens, you're talking to everybody, and at one point you say to Kelly, you're like, they can't trust us. I think you said like Plan B, like this
Who's
isn't
they?
going to work. Say Dan, Rhea.
Oh,
and
that
Dave.
crew, yeah.
You're like, these people aren't going to trust us. Like, it's not going to work out. So I was thinking, in that moment, did you have any thought of going to the 3 athletes before Taylor gets voted out and say, like, hey, we might have lost Rico. He's being a little bit weird. What if we had the 3 of us, the 3 of you guys, we have me, and we can still talk to Kelly? And my thought process.
Kelly was gone at that point, though. Like, it was hard to talk to her. Like, she was, I don't know if you
So
remember, she
what a
was
wreck.
so hyper that
yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to do here. Because she was also, this is a big part of it, too. She's sitting next to Rhea. Like, that was a big part of how, and I was sitting next to Dan. That was like a big part of how it went. So I just didn't trust that she was going to, and she hung in about as long as she could. But yeah, I mean, I guess that could have been a way. But like Taylor, there was already, Taylor, I think, already knew that was in the air. There was just like stuff.
My thought was that you obviously had a sense, because you played your idol, you had a sense that they were going to be coming for you. So I was thinking, if you guys were planning on doing a 2-2 split originally. I think it was.
Right.
If you go, hey guys, like things are shifting a little bit. If we just put 4 votes on moves,
Yeah.
Either-
we could have done that, yeah.
either she's going to play her key and she's going to get the little pink Whitney thing.
Right.
She's safe, but you're still safe too, because you're going to play your idol, and it's just a wash on that.
Yeah, could have,
But
yeah.
if you take her out, then you're taking out one of Dave's legs.
One of his people, one of his votes.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely could have done that. But again, like, I think in a normal, like, we lose a challenge and we have an hour and a half to figure it out, great.
How much time roughly?
10, 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah. that
And
was
everyone's in
rough.
front of everybody. And
Yeah.
like Kelly is like, she's like, and Rico's doing his, and I'm like, this is fucking, and Taylor's paranoid because he thinks he's out. And ultimately, my biggest mistake was being hyper focused on that. Ultimately, it was meaningless, but we were all caught up. That was stupid, dumb. We should have focused on, but we didn't know. And we also kept winning the fucking challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ultimately oddly hurt us.
Yeah.
You know, because Rico was doing his thing, Megan's on her island, and Kelly was with Rhea. So it's like it was just weird.
Yeah, probably helped solidify the other four
Definitely,
too, a little bit.
definitely
like,
did.
really.
It definitely did. And I like Dave had Rhea, Moobs was locked in with Dave. I thought Will and Taylor. I was never quite sure. Biz was with them. You know, and I kept losing people. Clemmer on the other side was going. Whitney, Roan killed me.
Yeah.
Those three go, and they played it right. I mean, you know, if those three are in. What was that?
What?
Who's that?
Clemmer?
Clemmer. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. If those three are in, obviously another three, then it changes. But that's also why they got rid of something, you know, because they knew they had allegiances on the other team. Played very well. So very frustrating. Yeah. And I mean, look, you know, my issue with Dan is, first of all, like I said, yes, he came up to me. He's like, I thought we were like brothers. He did that whole thing. And then just fucking lied to me last night. Fucking, I knew he did. He's like, yeah, I voted for Keegs. He didn't. He took his, he just fucking stabbed me right in the back. And there are ways to do it. You can put your name down, but there are other ways to do it. And he stabbed me right in the fucking back. So
That's what he's done to everyone.
yeah, and he's playing the game like, and then he does it. He makes these big moves, and he walks around. I have a stomach. I wish they voted
wanna
me out of the
leave. I wanna
game. You're a
leave.
fucking bitch. You're a fucking bitch. You've always been a bitch. You're probably a bitch in Newton High, and you're a fucking bitch now. You're afraid to say where you were. Went to high school? Fucking cares. What does it matter? You built your little Willy Wonkaville, and you get your slaves there running around. You know, go do your coffee thing and do the yak challenge. Fucking leave me alone with your bullshit.
I just don't get the point of lying to you after Megan Making Money says that she voted for Rico, and
Because he wants everyone. Because
It's
he's
crazy.
Because he wants it. Because he doesn't think he's gonna get caught. It's a weird. It's like
it's
hiding your report card when you're a little kid. You're gonna get
in
it's gonna
5
happen.
minutes. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
Yeah.
I knew it right away. The other thing was weird because I knew. Because if you're watching it, you're thinking, well, Dan told me he voted for Kelly. Why wouldn't I? Because I walked away, but I had heard that he had taken his chance. And I said to him, I was like, well, that's essentially like voting for me. And he did what Megan did. What do you mean?
Right.
I'm like, you know exactly what I mean.
Absolutely.
He does the thing where he's like, oh, I don't want to be here. Vote me out. Vote me.
Yeah,
I don't
that
want.
was dumb.
Oh, this is affecting my friendships with people. Well, you
Yeah.
play the game like that. Like you can't have it both ways. Like I said, he's the kind of guy who votes you out and then he wants you to feel bad for him for doing it. Well, I
Right.
don't feel bad for you. I hate your fucking guts. Never reach out to me again. If you do, it'll be the biggest mistake of your fucking life.
I think
what I
he
would say.
typically comes off as a likable guy, but I think people that would even call
He's a
themselves
shitbag.
Big Cat fans. How do you like?
He's a sociopath.
Awful.
He's a
Yeah.
shitbag. And if you look at his social media, he posts things at certain times last night that you get sick. But he's a shitbag. He's an absolute sociopath shitbag. So I mean, whatever, you know. And if I see him next week in Chicago, don't come up to me. Don't do the thing like you did with Biz in the bathroom. Be like, hey, punch me in the face if you want. Or I don't want to do any of that. I just leave me alone. You're a child. Leave me alone. Leave
This
me
is
alone.
always in the bathroom. It's one thing.
Yeah.
I've
It was like
noticed.
every
that man's in the
Yeah.
bathroom a lot.
Yeah.
every episode was like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. He's not.
He's a funny motherfucker, man.
A good guy. Good
that
guy.
face he made at Dave last night was fucking awesome.
Good guy. I will say though, he gets very into like, why is everyone playing? I'm like, well, we're playing. Like it's a game. Like we're playing. Guys get mad at each other. It's just you know that. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, just
Tonight-
like he keeps on saying, I want to be alone. I want to be alone.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like you signed up for this.
Yeah.
I'm like you got to play. I don't know. I'd rather go out the way I went out to get my head chopped off, like a Clemmer say. You know, like I did it my way, and I was trying to win. I was not the third or fourth person in a thing.
yeah.
I don't think you ever win that way, in my
No.
opinion. The way this game goes, but I could be wrong.
No,
We'll
you
find out.
took your shot, and that
Yeah.
ultimately is what it was. And you got guys
Frustrating.
like Rico are just dead.
Yes.
They're dead in the water, and they're just even if they make to the finals,
Yeah.
who's going to vote for him? I mean, it's just he's a dead man walking.
Well, I thought I had a chance because, as you guys know, my contract runs through 2027. So, like, you know, the way they play the game, evidently, is if your contract's running out, they get rid of you. Why'd you invite them on the fucking game then? You knew their
Yeah.
contracts.
The deuces to us at the end of the year. So my hat goes off. Tip of the cap. Dave. Big Cat. Great game, boys.
Dave and I didn't want Taylor or Will to win $250,000 cash on Barstool's networks and then be like, oh, and by the way, we're leaving.
Well, why am I the game then, you
Why haven't?
stupid cocksucker? Like, what's the point? Like, why? Why dangle that over?
dumb.
Why have them there?
You can't have it both ways. You can't get the bussin' with the boys fan base, but then be
Right.
like, well, we don't want them to win. It's either like have them or don't.
Right. I don't get like, and then earlier with moves, like, well, we're keeping moves in the game because we don't want to upset her feelings. What game is this? Like, I didn't hear Dave say that. I heard Dan say that. It's not Dan's money anyway. Like, I don't know what is that? What is it? This is we stuff. Like, we got together and said, then why ask them at all?
Yeah.
And it
And
goes,
they're not the only ones. You got Francis and you have Caleb. You got the Bussin' Boys.
Yeah, I mean, I think Caleb's situation was different, but
Right,
I mean, but like, I don't.
but it goes back to the game being fixed. Okay, well, you can't have them both in, so why do you have them in?
Right. Also, the game's on right now. We're playing the game right now. Where the fuck Will and Taylor are going? Yeah. Take their money and get publicity from this to where? Where they don't. Nobody knows. I don't know where they're going. I mean, I do, but it's not been discussed. Like, I don't know what. Like, what is the point of that? That's bullshit. That's like absolute. I mean, that's just chicken shit. Like, you know, I hate crap like that. But knowing the gift, that's like what the game is. Like, then what's the fucking point? Congratulations, Dave. You can run around with a bunch of girls for the rest of the game. What's that?
And also, like, that's Dan from a business perspective, but he's
Right.
also going around saying, like, this is ruining my friendships.
Yeah.
So, like, where was that?
Yeah, you stabbed him in the back. Like, I don't.
Like, if you had your friend say, like, oh, I don't want to give you $250,000 because he's your boss or something like that, you're like, well, then fuck you.
And next week in Chicago, Dan will do. I know you're right. He'll do the whole thing, but that's not the real Dan. Just remember that when he does his pity party act next week, that's not the real Dan. That is not the real Dan. So I mean, so that's why I like respect Dave more. Like he'll just say, "Fuck you, I'm voting you out," or "Hey, I'm doing this," or "Hey, have fun with it." Whereas Dan's acting like it's so. It's the way it is. Just the way it is. I don't know. We're Team Grace here when we're Team Zach Bryan, honestly. I've always thought he's a talented guy.
Yeah.
So, very talented guy. Super talented musician. So, any other thoughts from Surviving? I know you're into it, Cinema, or Justin or Steve?
I do have some questions.
Go ahead.
When you got to the house,
Yeah.
what was Clemmer's reaction?
When I got to the house, I immediately said to somebody, book me a hotel.
Oh, no.
I am not sleeping in this house.
Man.
There's zero chance that's happening.
that's-
So I hung around, but I would sleep at night at the hotel. Yeah, I was not staying. And I told Dad, I was like, I'm leaving if you, like, I'm just going to go home. I am not staying in the house with fucking Clemmer.
You weren't bunking up with Mincy?
I was not bunking up with Mincy or Clemmer or whomever, but yeah. Francis was like, yeah, Kirk's a great hang. I was like, I am definitely not a great hang. Unless the guy was a great hang. I am not hanging out with any of you guys.
You look like you didn't want to.
I'll go to the vote, and
Absolutely
I'm going
not.
back to my hotel and sitting there.
Were you the only one that had that privilege?
I don't think so, because it was like there was actually a room issue too, I think, after a while. So, yeah. What else?
But like when you were at, well, now my questions don't make sense because I was going to ask when you were at the house.
I was in
do
the
you-
house a lot though during the day.
So do you only see the tribal council?
Yeah, I think they made a big mistake with that. You only see you don't see the challenges.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I always said the challenges don't mean that much, but it is a good idea of what's going on. So I was surprised they didn't show us that.
So you could be shocked. Like I'm just saying that. Let's say Moobs finds an idol.
Right.
If you were at the house, you wouldn't know she has.
I would
it.
definitely be shocked at that. Yes. Yeah. I look. There are rules. I didn't communicate with anybody left in the game once I left.
Yeah, good.
Like, that's not true. I sent "fuck you" text, but like other than that, like I was like, did not. It wasn't like last year. I just stayed completely out of it and let them do their thing. So, yeah. It was hard for me to watch. I had a hard time watching after I was out last night. I watched it, but it was tough. I was still pissed.
I thought
Obviously, I'm still pissed.
You know, like a Big Brother. I don't watch a show, but I know how
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
they have like the camera running 24/7. They should have had that in the elimination house. So you could have just tuned in at like 11 at night and just seen what was
Yeah,
going
true.
on. Fucking.
I suspect as you're seeing now some of the more interesting characters leaving the game, you may see more and more of that house in episodes going forward. I'm going to guess because some of the big personalities are now hanging out there a lot. So, yeah, but I showed up there and they're like shooting hoops, and I was like, just fucking kidding me. But after a while I was doing it, I was like, I had nothing else to do. Let's go. Like, all right, what are we doing?
I just wanted to know if like Clemmer gave you any advice on like how.
No, he wanted to get very into the
Oh Jesus.
minutia. And I was like, I'm not there right now. Like, I'm so mad. Like, I was like, I am not. Yeah, I went to the person booking, and I was like, just give me a room. I'm not participating. I can't do it. I can't do it. So, but I was there pretty much all day. But
just slept there really. But the house was nice. It was not far away from the office at all. Probably a mile. Just random little weird neighborhood, and then you pull in there and go up. You walk in. I think the first person I saw was Clemmer, and he wanted to go over the thing and go over his thing, and then he kept talking about the moves, how he could have done this and that. And I was like, in the way this game works, that felt like it was a year ago. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, you were in the game. Which some will think of me when they, show up later. So yeah, everyone thinks their game is the most important game.
House could get hostile now, especially depending on who's the next one eliminated.
For sure.
A Rico or a Dan in there.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. So we'll see. Any other questions, Justin, or
No.
No. Steve, Cinema?
I don't really have any questions. I thought it was fucking, there's no justice in the world that Rico could give up that fucking necklace and then go and pull out another immunity.
I know, good.
Yeah, that was.
Well, did you hear him too? He was like, "Can I give this up?"
Man.
Yeah, he knew.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, he knew. He was not. Yeah, he knew. I've seen all people like, oh, Rico there was miscommunication with Rico. Bullshit. These guys knew it. They knew. I'm not like, they're stupid. They're not that stupid. Like, I'm not playing along with that.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of the act because
So
he
am
just
I.
sits
I-
there and he's like,
I hate him.
"Woe is me," and it's like, fuck you. You just did this to him.
Right.
Be a man and stand up and say, "Hey, Kirk, I just did this."
And he'll do the bits
Live with
about
it.
his contract this year and this and that. It's like, it's
You
just
get
tiring.
the whole Terry act, and it's just
very tiring.
Yeah.
Very tiring. Very
See,
tiring.
you see, they spelt your name wrong.
Who did?
Just whenever your name would come up, it was Kirk Minhane.
Really?
Yeah.
On the show?
Yes, Kirk
Oh, really?
Minhane.
That makes sense.
There was
No
one,
surprise.
There was just one thing I wanted to mention that you cracked me up at one point. It was the second challenge of the pink wedding. It was the memory one.
Oh, it's fun.
So you knew that you were like on the ropes after the
Yeah.
first vote,
Yeah.
and then every single person that went out after you was just like, "Oh, good." Dave went out right after you, like, "Dave, good job. You went longer than I did."
Yeah.
Biz goes, "Hey, Biz." You were like, "Hey, Biz, it's a tough challenge."
Yeah,
you know?
I was fighting. At that point, you're just fighting. But I mean, I knew I was absolutely dead.
yeah. Between that one and the keys and the coins, I mean, those
Yeah.
are the two right there. They're just like not in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Actually,
tough.
that's bullshit too. If you want to do like a challenge that's completely luck based, you got to do that wicked early on. When you have like 3 tribes, you want to fuck around, but to do that with
Which one?
like the rolling of the dice.
the
Well,
whole
I was
race.
gone then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it was the one right after
crazy
you.
to do
Yeah.
in that big of a moment.
I wonder if they were
man.
just doing it because it was going to be fast or something. They tried to get through it. Yeah,
Was
I
that
don't
like
know.
an ode to Mutt right there? With the
Yeah,
rest?
probably.
Were you more loyal to Rhea or Kirk?
Rhea.
Were you more
That's the wrong cut.
Oh, it's okay.
If I got eliminated when I was like in a good spot just because I couldn't roll a fucking dice the
Tough.
right number, I'd be
Yeah.
pissed, man.
That's tough. That's what I remember they had talked about originally last year, doing the thing where you show up and they just eliminate somebody right away for no reason. I was like, oh, fuck that. Like, I hate shit like that. Like, but, it's a brutal game. The pink wedding I thought was great.
Yeah,
So,
I
I
did
mean,
too.
I was happy to be part of it, but like, it definitely ruined relationships forever. And it's not just, I'm the only one who says it. That's the difference. Is Dan is hated. So we'll see whether other people step up or they don't. And
when
it's tough.
When was that
It's
filmed?
tough.
August?
September, I think,
September.
right?
Yes.
Football right around the beginning
Well,
of
yeah,
football.
of course we got to make sure people stream
Yeah.
and people watch football. Yeah, the world will end if somebody doesn't watch week 4 of the NFL.
But it's just crazy. Like 4 months later, and you're seeing it again, and the rage that's coming out.
It's way more than last year.
Yeah.
Way more. Next week is going to be tough in Chicago, I think, for people. I know people are trying to plug all the dams they can, but I don't think that's going to be successful. I don't think. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I'm going to go in there. I'm going to be the biggest asshole I've ever been in my life.
No, you're not, right? Because
Yeah.
you've calmed down now.
That's
and
true.
You're not
That's true.
a hothead
That's
or
true.
anything.
So, hey, what can you do? Tough game. Of the people left, like, I guess I'd say I would want Biz to win. I guess of the people left.
Hard to
I
go
don't
anywhere
know.
else.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Biz, Megan making money, Rico,
Yeah.
Boobs, Big Cat, Keegs, Rhea, and Dave.
Yeah.
I mean,
So.
you know the result, but for the rest of us, wouldn't you think a girl would win at this point? Because Rico's not going to win. Dan's not going to win.
Well, you never know. I don't
Dave,
know that.
I mean, maybe Biz, but
I will say I think I've heard
it's
a
more
lot.
leaning
I'm
towards
not
a girl
saying
winning.
I'm not saying who wins or doesn't win. I do think among the people voting, the people who play the game, the people I talk to, they don't care how much money somebody has.
Yes.
It's always been to me who plays the game the best. I don't care if you have $10 billion or 10 cents. This is what I said last year about Jerry, who I love. This is not a charity event. This is who played the game the best. That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
That's
but
how I've always looked at
Aren't
it.
you guys noticing that you guys are the jury now, though?
Yeah.
So that you have an influence going in there to be like, hey, Rico's an asshole, don't vote for him.
sure.
Dan's an asshole.
For sure, of course, that's
where
gonna
maybe
happen.
if you see Rhea as opposed to like Dan and Rico, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
obviously you might be pushing more for Rhea because
Could be.
she didn't hurt you as much as
All
the other
possible.
two.
Well, she
Yeah.
voted me out.
But not
all,
to the extent of them.
Yeah. No, I didn't know her before. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all and anything's possible. Anything's possible. Hey, you know, it's going to be. It ends a week from tomorrow. Is that right?
Thursday, yep.
Next Thursday. So.
Live reaction show right afterwards.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Wow.
Nice.
There you go. There you go. All right. What else? Leash.
Let's see here. Oh, I had a proposition for you.
Okay.
Did you get this email from Dave yesterday?
Dave Portnoy?
Yes.
Probably not. Let me see. I'm on some of them, on all of them. About the kid dying?
No.
Okay.
He sent one after that.
No, I didn't. Well, no, I didn't.
About the Barstool NFL playoff pool.
Oh yeah, I have no interest in that.
I was going to
0
offer to
point.
stake you.
No, I'm good. Zero interest. No. Nope. Once you put your own money in, I'm like, forget it. I don't want to put $100 in the Stephen Chase pool for the playoffs.
Well, that's what I'd be doing.
I don't care. I don't want to have any affiliation with that office. So no, I won't be doing that.
Okay.
What else?
You see, so Grace on Theo Vaughn's podcast,
Yeah.
she was talking about her contract situation and how
Yeah.
she makes money for live shows, and Dave had a response to that.
Oh.
What?
But I never made any money off of it.
Really?
Barstool took it all, yeah.
Off your tour?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. I had an interesting contract,
Yeah.
but I loved them so much.
Are you still working with Barstool?
I actually just recently left.
Okay, so when you leave, so if you leave, that means do you still have
It's the guy with the
your
mullet?
rights to?
The guy, the Southern guy with
Yeah, Trump on?
yep, with
The
the
cocaine guy.
Yep,
Okay,
and
gotcha.
and Dave made a response talking about exactly how much Grace made. You can tell, like, Dave is just completely on Team Bree. It's not even.
Well, we know that. I don't even, you know. What else?
The Patriots quickly got through their Rooney Rule yesterday.
Well, I don't know that. Maybe they'll want to hire Byron Leftwich or the other guy. They did put the picture of both pictures up in the same tweet, which I thought was weird.
Yeah.
You want to spread that out. Like, I guess so the argument still for the Rooney Rule is that some guys would say, hey, it gives us opportunities to prepare and have interviews, kind of like just get us our feet wet in the process, I guess. Is that what they say?
Yep.
So, I mean, but it does feel in 2020 like very insulting.
Yeah.
Like, let's trot in this black guy and interview him when we know there's no chance they're going to hire him.
Pep Hamilton is going to be the next coach.
I don't think, nor do I think Leftwich will be the next
Leftwich,
coach.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
I think it'll be Vrabel, but, I don't, it just feels strange that it's still
Did they do that with the other leagues, like in the
No, I
NBA or
Well, the NBA has
MLB or
plenty
whatever?
Of, I think plenty of black coaches, right? I think.
Yeah, but like in baseball,
Got a couple
did they
girl
do that?
coaches now.
Or I'm
What's
not
that?
Did they do it like in baseball? Or
I don't think so.
yeah, so
No.
it's very weird that they would do that in the NFL.
Yeah, and I guess some goods come out of it. Like a lot of coaches have said because of it. I get that, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know that. There's still many more white coaches, head coaches.
I'm not sure on the demographic.
I mean, I can only think of one.
Tomlin,
There's Tomlin,
Tomlin.
McDaniels in Miami.
Oh, right. I guess.
I mean, Saleh was in New York.
Yeah. Let me see NFL head coaches. I feel like it's not so great then. It was like 3.
I think it is.
Yeah,
like,
there really
Really?
isn't that many. If you trying to run through the list.
so I'm just going division by division in my
Yeah.
head, and
NFL head coaches.
The Falcons.
Well, I mean, the Patriots
Raheem-
have one,
Raheem
obviously.
Morris.
who's
Oh,
the
right,
Falcon?
yeah, Raheem Morris.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess the Raiders had one until yesterday, right?
Houston Texans, D'Amico Ryan.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
So, I mean, they're,
there's
you know,
a number now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, again, it's not 50-50 or whatever, but yeah. So, I don't know. Like, yeah, it does seem strange. Like, if the page is like, hey, we want to hire Mike Vrabel, like, he's the best guy for the job. If it was like, well, you have to go do this thing, you bring Byron Leftwich in and fly him in and, like, have lunch with him. It's like, I guess, I don't know. Is he even in the league, Byron Leftwich?
Isn't he the
No,
OC?
he's been out for two years.
Yeah, he's like
Oh,
been
he's
there for
been
like a year
out?
and a
Oh,
half
right,
or
right,
something, right? He was with Brady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Brady will hire him. I heard they say he's got an increased say in the
Yeah.
the Raiders head coach. So
Said he was going to get hands-on with like fucking like the scouting and bringing in a player
yeah,
and shit like that.
seems strange for an announcer, but
I was
Yeah,
just thinking,
Do you think
exactly.
he steps down from the announcer?
it's 30, I don't know. It's $30 million a year. I don't think so. No.
And
I
are you,
don't.
are you sticking to that he won't be doing the Super Bowl, or will he be?
No, he's gonna do it. Yeah, obviously at this point he's gonna do it. It's gonna be bad, but he's gonna do it. What else? What do you got, Steve? You have notes I saw?
I saw Dukakis didn't die, so that
Yeah,
that was a tough one.
bad my pick. He wasn't gonna die.
What was he doing?
He was just bad pick. Bad pick. Anybody die yesterday that he could have taken instead? No?
Peter
Peter Palmieri.
Peter
guy,
Paul
but that was
Mary,
before.
but
I
he
think,
was
before
only
the show.
86.
Yeah,
so he didn't make the cut.
Yeah. It's looking more and more like it's not gonna happen from what. I haven't talked to him much. I've been texting him. I haven't talked to him much. He's been very odd about.
Has
this
he
whole
been?
thing.
Like, I haven't seen him on Twitter like
No?
at all. I don't think.
Not really.
You can shadow ban maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's going to a different format. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. Me got to come with somebody else Tuesday, so we'll see.
No one died yesterday that you would know.
No.
Well, the Peter Paul Mary person.
Yeah, Peter, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was, I mean, Dukakis, it was like, that was just a throwaway kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he might have some inside information. Like I thought maybe somebody knew somebody. That would have been wild. He's in the hospital or something.
He got a hot
died?
tip.
The pitcher?
Yeah,
Okay, so I did know somebody. You lied.
I did.
Yeah. How old was he? 80s?
89.
Oof, doesn't
Oh,
make
that
it.
was on the-
Bob doesn't make it. That's too bad. It's a good biography guy, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What else? You got anything else, Steve?
I had a bunch of stuff,
Go
but
ahead.
I don't
Go ahead.
want to,
Go ahead.
You know.
Please.
what do I have? Well, a lot of it was Barstool.
Do you not like him at cinema, or where are you guys at right now?
There's nothing left to dislike. He's basically stopped doing his podcast. He's very limited on Twitter now. He's also like less just.
Where's your lawyer? Is he in the other room, or?
I have him on call.
Oh,
on
good. Yeah, I
rotation.
had to bring him in. Yeah. So you feel like you've just cut his balls off?
A little bit. But I feel like I think he also kind of like heard what I said, which is what I kind of just hinted at with Menners the other day too. I was like, I don't like when people put themselves above the Minifans. It's like, like
is
Menners
not
the other day said he called out 4 shows by name. He said that they sucked, and that annoyed
Did you say
me.
your show?
Yeah, he included mine.
I don't agree with that.
But it's like, dude, your show sucks too. Who the fuck are you to say any show is good or bad? We're fucking Minifans. We're just trying to have fun and talk about the show and have a good time.
Sure.
It's like, fuck you, dude. And in the same show, he fucking goes and he says, verbatim, he said, I want more Minifan content from the Minifans for the network. And then 20 minutes later, you're shitting on 4 of the shows.
That is tough.
Which one do you want?
Yeah, that's tough.
That is tough. You agree with what he's saying about how have you taken stock from some of this advice from cinema?
Him?
Wars?
Yeah, no. The thing is, though, I never put myself above anybody. And if I
think
did,
that's
I
true.
would
You don't
want the
think that's true?
examples of where I did.
Oh, when? Like when?
With my examples.
There are a couple of small you know what's a big one that stood out to me that really bothered me actually, Steve?
Yeah.
It was when you asked him if he was going to Portland. And his response was, well, if I'm invited.
Oh.
Like,
Probably had to-
But I don't.
No,
I think that could
motherfucker,
have
you
been
buy a ticket.
taken. I think that might have been taken out of content because
Okay.
I wasn't sure, like
Context, yeah.
context, whatever it is.
Well, it's context,
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
It's just because I had never been to an event, so I didn't know how it worked, and it was my first time going to Portland. I didn't know anybody. I know there was a lot of back and forth because I had written that manifesto. So I was like, am I the type of person that is invited to something like that?
Are you going to be at Laconia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to buy a ticket and, go.
You haven't bought a ticket
I
yet?
haven't bought a ticket yet because of my situation that I got going on. I just have to work, to make sure that weekend's free, and then I'm going to buy a ticket.
Will you be there,
so.
cinema?
Of course.
That's a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going,
but I'll
I'm
be
going
there.
up for the whole weekend too. I'm going
Yeah?
I'm going up Friday, coming home Monday.
Should be a fun weekend. I'm actually looking forward to it.
I
Yeah.
fucking love New Hampshire, so anytime I can go there,
Yeah.
I'm all in.
It'll be good. I think
But,
it'll be good.
that experience last year was unbelievable, and I enjoyed that, and I would never put myself above anybody because I'm like, this was amazing. Like, the whole Portland experience to me was, like, spot on.
I know,
So-
you were talking away. You're telling everybody secrets of the show the whole time.
Yeah, I was a rat. What
Right,
are you
Sonoma?
talking about?
Yeah. Right?
Again.
Right, Justin?
That is what people said.
Oh man,
Oh,
if you guys
everybody.
could have saw the erection I got when McFuss Daddy said that, my dick hit the table the whole time.
you think McFuss I just made that up or no?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't. I mean, I've
McFuss
talked to
Daddy's a truthful
McFuss Daddy
man.
a few times, and he
Listen,
seems like
I gave you my word.
It's a
I
businessman,
gave
yeah.
you my word. You talked to me on the phone that day. You go, you can't tell anybody, and I gave you my word. I'm not a rat.
Some people are saying he was just trying to get views for a show. He hasn't. He quit his show very shortly after. He hasn't been on the network in a year.
McFuss Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he doing okay, Justin?
Yeah, he was dealing with some things, but he's
Some health stuff or something? Or?
a family thing.
Oh, yeah?
He got that going.
So I think, but I think he's good.
I feel bad that he has, that going on. I mean, I
Oh,
didn't
I
have a
hope so,
problem with him
Steve.
there. I mean, he was a nice guy to talk to. And then when he did that, I was like, but everybody's got an agenda. It's totally fine. But I will say, though, I did learn from him, when he said, you feel like you're better than everybody. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me reanalyze what I got going on.
Do you believe in cinema?
What do you mean as far
You're
as
saying right there?
reevaluating? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, I
you guys
took
are okay
notice
then?
of it.
Yeah, I don't have like I said,
am.
he's tempered down, so I'm good.
I mean, I nominated him for Fan of the Year. I mean, I
That's
thought,
another good thing.
that was
Yep.
a thing.
There you go.
I am a sucker for that. If you want to tap my ego up a little bit, tough me.
Well,
I,
that's
I will say,
go
I will
ahead.
say
actually,
what
sorry,
really
go ahead.
what got me though, like I wish I could have been there that first time, is that I feel like I ruined my chances last year of maybe being in the running with him. Ultimately, it was his to win, but I
You
think
listen to this fucking maniac, Justin? Or no? What are you talking about?
up until Portland, I thought I
Ruined
had
chances for what?
being in your top first team, second team. I thought I could have made the cut there, and then I ruined it. So I think ultimately
Who
it's on
cares?
me. Well, in a way, nobody should care.
Right.
But when you reanalyze the year, I'm like, what the fuck? I go, the first 4 months I was on a roll, and then it fell
Also,
apart.
that book you sent me was very nice, but it was kind of a boring book.
Was you went through it already?
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I
I
will
appreciate
say-
it, though. I do appreciate the gesture. Is very nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will say this for Steve.
It's a good idea. It just wasn't well written. Like, it was a good idea.
Yeah, because you had said that you wanted to know a little bit more behind the scenes.
Yeah,
stuff.
that was a
So
very good idea.
I had picked up that book in Martha's Vineyard, and I was like,
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
I had read it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to send a fresh copy to you. And,
Thank you,
I thought it was
It's about
worth it.
Jaws, a Jaws book. Yeah, but which I love the movie. It was
Yeah.
a good idea. Like it was just missed. But yeah, I read. It was fine. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will say this for Steve. One of my other big things, which he just showed today already, which
By the way,
is
keep in mind when
completely
Cinema
different.
did a tweet from In the Fan of the Year. Remember the one person he did not mention me in the tweet.
What do you mean?
When you did your happy being the fan of the year, no thanks.
I said-
no,
true?
thank. Yeah,
That's
people,
not true.
People know that I'm on social media at the time. No,
What?
thank you to Kirk Minahan. It's true.
I
Look
did
it up.
too.
Oh, wow.
Look it up. Look
I
it
said
up.
I'm very appreciative to Kirk Minahan allowing me to be a part of so many episodes.
Oh well,
Are you I thought
I'm honored to be the 2024 Minifan of the Year. I'm very happy about it. I fucking love this show, and I'm beyond appreciative that Kirkman allows me to be part of
Yeah.
so many episodes.
4 sentences.
Shout out to all my fellow Minifans. Can't wait to see you guys in Laconia.
How,
And as
how would you
always, thanks
how would
for
you have
listening.
written it?
I'm so sorry.
Well, you wouldn't have written it. You would have wrote.
You said thank you, Kirk. Thank you, Kirk.
Yeah.
Hashtag. Thank you.
You would have gave 3 words.
What are you thanking the Minifans for? What the fuck did they do?
I didn't think the Minifans. I
said you
I
did.
said shout out to my Minifans.
It's the same thing, isn't it? You're Minifans.
To all my
Shout out to
fellow
the
Minifans.
Fellow.
Minifans, yeah.
It'd be great if
I might take it away.
he
I'm
calls
considering.
himself his fans Minifans.
Why not?
Yeah. So I was just saying, one of my other big problems with Steve actually was one of the days he was in last year that really annoyed me. It was the day of the big Barstool surviving. The show was getting taken off, and we were trying to figure out what it was going to do. Pay-per-view, stay on YouTube, do something
Were you
else.
in?
I was not in.
Oh, Steve was in. Okay, yeah.
Steve was in that day.
Right.
And in the first hour of the show, you were talking about it. You had KFC and Dave Portnoy on this show. It was a huge day for the show and for Barstool and all of
Sure,
that.
sure.
Steve was sitting here completely silent
Right.
to the point where after the conversation ends, you go, by the way, folks, like Steve from Glosta's here in the studio. And then Steve's response was, well, I'm ready to go, Kirk. Let's get the show started. And it's like, let's get the show started.
Well-
you're lucky enough to be a part of a massive fucking
You are right.
episode that's
You
What was
are
the
right
one,
on that,
what was the
but
one
hold on.
question you asked
But
Dave
hold
that
on.
time?
No,
What was
I
the-
didn't ask anything.
No, the one time you asked Dave a bad question. Portnoy. One time. You were on with him.
No.
Remember, Justin?
No. That was
It
Mayo.
was a different time.
That was Mayo.
Oh, it was Mayo?
Mayo with the Princess
No,
Bride.
you had. Oh,
I was on with
Sopranos?
Sopranos.
Oh, you asked a bad question
you,
then, right?
You vilified me on that one.
What was the question you asked?
With the fucking ZD question there, But and then the thing about Kamala Soprano that you didn't like because you were like, oh, what?
Go ahead.
why'd
Get the other guy. Get to what he's saying.
But no, I didn't say Mayo was in that day.
Forget that. I'm saying we respond to what he's saying.
the surviving Barstool day from
That
last
episode.
year.
Yeah, again, I think that was taken well out of it because if Portnoy's on, I'm not going to say anything.
But he wasn't on for the first hour. Like just now, you were very much involved in the conversation that we just had about surviving Barstool and what happened in the last 2 episodes. That time last year was what I'm saying was the opposite. You were sitting there.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if you
again,
weren't
that's-
watching it or you didn't care or whatever it was.
Well, there was something to it because if I wasn't, I don't think I was really caught up to what was going on. So I'm not going to say something to Dave and then, sound like an asshole. So I think at that point, I wasn't really caught up to what was going on. So I didn't want to be saying something out of line where I've
Right.
watched every episode now, and I'm like, okay, now I can really give my feedback on it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Where
what else?
like Mayo's going to say anything because he's Mayo.
Yeah. Who's in tomorrow?
Tomorrow we have Biodude and Ted.
Okay. Then Friday, Steve and Mick.
Steve and Mick Friday.
Jeez, busy rest of the week.
Yes.
God. What else?
So you see Caleb's moving on, starting his own company,
Yep.
made his own video,
Yep.
using Tom Brady's talent agency.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I mean, good for him. I don't know. Good luck. I don't know Caleb. I've always got along fine with him.
And he is taking.
I think that's a
plenty
bad
of-
move
For Caleb?
for Glenny. I can't believe Glenny.
Oh,
was
take,
going with
yeah.
Hey, mommy, I'm sure he's probably getting a lot more money.
Maybe.
don't
What a
think-
nice gig, man. You're just talking to OnlyFans stars. You're occasionally chipping in a little other show. Like, for the most part, he doesn't have to do that much. He's
Maybe
got
he'll
a
get.
nice
Maybe he'll get
gig.
to still do that. But maybe they'll keep the only. Maybe he'll get to do both because Independent's not another gambling company.
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah. But I mean, if he's getting twice as much money, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's Caleb going to do there? That Between the Ferns thing? Is that it or?
Between the Ferns, he's also hosting a
He's still doing Sunday Conversation, though.
hosting
That's what I mean. That thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
series
All
with
right. Sorry,
Drewski.
I'm
Do
sorry.
you know who Drewski is?
Let's pretend I don't.
He's another internet person who makes
Okay.
videos.
Yeah, Caleb does between the Sunday thing. Every time he tweets out, it's somebody I've never heard of, and the person I'll look at their account. They have 7 million followers. I'm like who is this person? I have no idea who they are, no clue. But he's done it. He's built himself a nice audience. So yeah, I wish him well. I don't have I've always whenever I see him, we get along fine. So I hope he and you know how it is. Like he may go 2 years not like it and then come back. I don't get the sense there's any acrimony.
But do you think there's going to be a carryover effect? Like, because doesn't he get the bump because of the Barstool brand? Like,
I
doesn't
think he's
he
built his own. I think
Yeah.
he's built his own. Like he's got a good southern. Like I think he's got his own
So
base now.
is it kind of like Jared, where he was
Yeah.
able to take that over?
I think so. Yeah. I think yeah. I don't think it's like whoever. Yeah, I think it's not like
He's not going to lose the
Alex
views because of
Bennett or
yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this
no,
point, too, he's really distanced himself from the majority of Barstool. He's pretty much been on his own for a while.
I think he's done like mini golf and surviving. Right.
Yeah.
That's
For
it.
the most
Like
part,
I think I've seen him in. I think I think that's it. So because he's So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know him. I don't really have a lot of thoughts on it, but I wish him well. What else?
Did you watch any of the new golf league last night?
A little bit. I mean, people seem to like it. It was not. Did you guys watch any?
I
of it?
didn't.
Just
No,
not
it's
my
not for
thing. Not my thing. Guys hanging the screens. They had the crowd. The crowd was kind of amped up, faked. It was not my scene. Not my scene. You enjoy not having Cullinane there here?
No, not at all.
No. Think he'll be back tomorrow or no?
I hope so.
Yeah. Do you think he's just banging out just because he's just take a day off or no?
No, I think his kids are legitimate. I think he loves this job.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
It was definitely strange not having him here because there's always that Cullinane chatter before the show. Like,
Justin was not doing a lot of that.
not as much as Dave.
Yeah.
I mean, Justin.
What was the
asking
pre-show
questions.
chatter?
No, he's just asking us
the only
questions if there was any sound that we wanted to hear or anything. But
Yeah.
Dave never. Dave's always.
Is he really?
going.
Oh, he's a big
Dave's
talker
a
before the show.
Yeah.
Well, Dave's a talker.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't he can't deal with silence. So, yeah, I told him because he texted me yesterday. I was like, well, if your kids just take the rest of the week, if your kids are sick, your kids are sick. What are you going to do? So,
Another fantastic senior citizen third chair booking by Dave. Yes.
oof.
Oh wow.
Is he like looking for a new grandfather or something like that?
I don't know what's
Oh
going
my
on.
God. He's gonna build the bench up, right? Is that what he keeps on saying?
Bish was that guy. Joe, right? Was the one that helped out with the political thing, the political video.
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys-
that
Joe?
guy.
Who?
What was it?
I think his name was Boston Joe.
Who was
I think
that?
it was Joe. Yeah. The
remember him.
older guy. He was part of the. He ended up helping out with the political debate,
He
right?
was
Yeah.
the lib.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy yesterday, the show ended. I actually came back because we did some Laconia stuff. And I said, is that the fewest words anyone's ever said, third chair? I think yes. Of course, calling me was like, no. But I'm like, I think,
Definitely possible.
Yellow shirt guy.
Yeah,
not counting him because
Oh,
he
right,
was
yeah,
muted.
right.
But
Honestly, yellow shirt guy was at least asked a couple questions off the top. He had 4 or 5 sentences.
they were like 40 minutes where he didn't say him. No, by the way, it's like, it was Mike yesterday, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't really matter.
But-
like, give me a third chair who says a little bit versus somebody who says too much. Like
Mayo.
Yeah, but like Mayo is what he is. I mean, like you like a perfect balance. Like you don't want somebody who's obnoxious and not funny, and like he's a contest winner. Like okay, like I didn't like he'll never be back again, but I don't think he wants to be. I think he said he's like, yeah, I just want to meet you.
Yeah.
Like, well, Dave, you do have to,
do a little legwork before you book
when
these
he
guys.
said, he goes, I wrote my notes a month ago. I was like, couldn't you like update your notes? Like,
yeah, he had one. What was the one question he had? It was
Did
awful.
Jeff have as much fun hosting as you?
How do I know?
I love that he apologized after though. He's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry about that."
That was a really stupid question.
yeah.
I did notice that he was smiling the whole time. At least he was enjoying himself too. Like he was here watching, but he was enjoying it.
But I don't use the worst third chair ever. Now, Justin, of course, famously did a great whole series on the worst third chairs, which he just stopped doing. Like Joe the pizza guy is worse.
But at least he speaks.
Yeah, but he's terrible.
But he's terrible, right? But
give me nothing. Like that guy yesterday was a 0. Joe the pizza guy is negative. Like 0 is better than negative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it was.
I mean, we did this, right? Who are the other worst ones? Because this guy would be in the bracket, just because he was so.
That's a number 1 seed.
Is Tim counting out? Is anybody counting how many words you said yesterday?
No.
Tim's got somebody. I'd like that by the end of the day. How many words do you think he said?
Under 50, maybe.
Really?
I think so.
It's always more than you think, though.
No,
I'd guess like 220.
Yeah, I would say.
Oh, that many?
I don't think it was in the hundreds. You think
I was
so?
just like 110. I mean, they were
maybe
like
from the question. Maybe
there were
from
like
that little
40 minutes where he didn't say
300
a word. Yeah.
I mean, he had that little moment with the oh, I had my notes, so those did
That's
count
true.
out.
Yeah.
So he could be maybe around 300, but he said nothing.
What didn't say the 4 minutes? He's like, yeah, you think the Jets are going to hire Rex Ryan? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe. I guess. I don't know. But you wanted to talk about
That's already 11 though.
All right, yeah. So I misjudged this. Hands up.
It's 9. Do you think the Jets will hire Rex Ryan? 9.
I know.
I think he said
they said are going to.
Oh, one or the other. 10. Say we'll cut the difference. Okay, but that was like again. He didn't talk for like 20 minutes after that. Like you just seemed like you just kind of like.
I think he might have got like 100 plus in the Jeff conversation.
No,
I think he's in the 300s in terms of words. I really? I'm giving him that much.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know, but I kind of liked him. He's a nice enough guy, but it's like every guy you see it, like it shows. Like he's just a guy. He's like he just wanted to come in and sit here. So
But
I
you
guess
got
we're
to come
doing
in
that
with
now.
some topics. I mean, I know the producers have to do their job, but I think as
Like what,
second
Steve?
or
What do you
third-
got? Go ahead. What else don't look away. Don't do your thing. You have notes with you.
Well, can you tell me something? Who's that? Was that
Sure, I'll tell you something.
the guy? Was it Freddie Birdies maybe? A couple weeks ago, and this kind of like stuck with me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It was right around Christmas, and he had said that he was watching his child play with his dad, and he didn't like the way.
Oh,
that the
I think
dad
that was Freddie's
saying
Birdies.
that.
Yes, yeah.
What was that about? I didn't like that because
How do you want me to
obviously-
answer? What,
No.
Would you take the guy's notes from a month ago?
Can you speak for Freddie Birdies, please?
No. Hold on. You and I both don't have parents right now.
Yep.
And when I heard that, I got kind of mad because I was like, wait a minute. Don't you ever envision your parents right now still being there with like Kate and Harry?
All the time.
And I was thinking of that with my daughter, and I'm like, who is this nitwit to be like, oh, you can't act that way around my kid, or you shouldn't be acting that way. And,
Yeah, it's
like,
yeah.
did
Well, I
that
think I
get you-
tried to say that. I was like, well,
You
you're definitely gonna regret this when your mom are gone.
Yeah.
You're gonna wish, but
He just had so much animosity still.
he's
built
just
up
an
for
angry
you.
guy. I don't know if
'cause
he
I
was
was
molested
like-
or what, but he's not a happy guy.
Yeah, because like when you Christmas just came and went, and
Sure.
my daughter is opening her gifts, having a good time, and I was like, wow, imagine if my parents were here right now, and she's 6 years old and she's asking questions and she's smarter now, and I'm sure you like that with Kate and Harry.
Yeah, my kids are getting my daughter's gonna graduate high school. My son,
like, wouldn't it
for
be
sure.
great if like they were at the ceremonies and doing all that
course.
stuff? So that like
Think about
just
every
really,
day.
Yeah, that agitated me, and it just
Yeah, I think he's kind of an asshole. I think he would say
Pretty
that.
much.
Though. Yeah, he seems like he's just a very angry guy, but like with no humor. I
I
kind
think
of
he
like
pretty
him.
much said that right on the show, basically.
Yeah,
Said as much.
do your parents like play a role now with this girl or no?
Oh man, my parents love her.
Oh, so they're like around.
love her.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Good. They're incorporated. Good.
Yeah.
They get it.
Actually, like in Laconia, so she's actually Friday. We want to leave Friday morning. So Friday morning, we're gonna drop her off with my mom, and she's gonna spend all day with my mom.
Yeah.
So especially lately, we've been trying to just go over there for 3-4 hours at a time, just so
Kinda
that
get
she can
used
get
to it.
acclimated to the house and to my mom.
smart.
And
That's
my
good.
dad.
That's smart. Yeah.
But I think they're pumped because they know that I never ever wanted kids. So I think they
Right.
very much never expected any
Like
kind
a
of a
bonus.
grandparent for
Yeah.
me. So now that
Are you the only kid?
No, I have a brother and a sister, and they each have 2 kids.
Okay, so there you
Nice.
go. Oh, good. Any around that age or no?
Yeah. My oldest niece and nephew are both 12, then 9, and then 7.
Oh, good. So it's a good. And she's
It's a
how
good
old?
mix.
She just turned 3. Or
Oh,
turned
good.
3 2 months ago.
Good. So you had a nice Christmas.
That was cool. Yeah, that was
fun. That's a
definitely
fun age
different.
for that.
Those are good.
Cool.
What was the big gift?
Oh man, a bunch of different like Paw Patrol things. A
Oh, that's
huge Paw Patrol tower.
It's a Bluey
Paw
world
Patrol
or no?
desk. Almost not at all. So that's good.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get her into a few. So I've been lucky. I got her into SpongeBob a good amount.
good.
Which
and
is
then
good.
I've been getting her into. She's very into Pokemon now. So that's great
Oh,
for
good.
me.
Hell yeah.
I can go back and watch that shit all day.
Good. Yeah. Oh, you like Pokemon, Justin?
I do like Pokemon.
Good. Invite Justin over to watch
Hey,
Pokemon.
We'll have a great time.
Yeah, but
Now you're back on the Mountain Dew game. I got so much Mountain Dew
There
to
you
blow
go.
your minds. We'll have a great time.
Did you have some yesterday or no?
No, I still have just this.
Did you have your factory yesterday?
No, it doesn't get here till Monday. I signed up for it 2 nights ago.
What'd you have for dinner last night?
Dinner last night, I had on the drive home, I got Burger King.
Oh, jeez.
What'd you get?
I got a Bacon King, only ketchup. I don't like mayonnaise.
What's on the Bacon King?
It's 2 patties, cheese, and a shit ton of bacon.
Oh,
2 pad. That's all you have.
Well, I also got the chicken little.
Oh, can I give you a little keto advice?
Of course. Throw the bread.
86 the bread.
yeah.
I've done that before, and it tastes so much better
The bread?
without the bread.
Well, there you go. You
you
could
should
get the way keto goes. You could have 6 patties and 20 pieces of bacon.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to be like one of these people who do lettuce wraps. Those are gross. Nobody wants that. But like, just have the meat.
Yeah. And then I got home for dinner. I had some.
What? Oh, for dinner. I'm
For
sorry.
dinner.
Right. You had your little appetizer. Right. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, that was. I didn't eat lunch or.
How
breakfast.
far did you get in the car before the food was gone?
Oh, I finished it in like 5 minutes, probably.
You did like a mile, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Are you just? It must be going 1,000,000 miles an hour.
My car?
Yeah, the food. Are you just shoving it in?
Yeah, it's a problem.
You didn't even really enjoy it, right?
No, because Burger King makes me feel bad too.
That's good then. Good. You went there. Fries?
No, Burger King has terrible fries.
Onion rings.
Nope.
Terrible call.
You like Burger King
I
onion rings?
love Burger King fries
Burger King.
and onion rings.
You haven't had them in a long time.
Well, they're not very good.
Growing up, I always thought McDonald's fries were better.
Oh, they're so good.
They're still good.
McDonald's fries are great, but
Yeah.
I have a couple times you get that wrong staff crew in there, and you get shitty soggy fries
Yeah,
from McDonald's.
soggy
They
fries.
got they got to
Fucking
come
worse,
out
man.
when they come out hot though. The McDonald's
Yeah.
fries are.
I'd say they might be the best, honestly.
Talking about a no bread sandwich. You guys ever do that KFC sandwich they did? It was
Oh,
chicken,
the
bacon,
chicken,
chicken,
yeah.
cheese. Oh my god, I think it was
No.
No, I never
phenomenal.
ate it,
man.
but I heard of it.
What is it?
It was a piece of chicken breast or whatever. Then it was bacon, cheese, some kind of sauce, and then another piece of chicken. Fucking amazing.
So good.
Try that one,
What do
Justin.
they
Yeah.
put in,
KFC
like a
is
plastic
so
wrap or
fucking
something?
good.
Yeah,
That could,
something like that.
yeah.
Really? So you made it home. Okay.
Made it home.
Still a little hungry.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's dinner time
Yeah.
now. And I had an unopened bag of Doritos. So I had some
like a grocery store size, or
like a big boy size.
yeah, the whole bag.
I didn't have the whole bag. I had half of it because it was left
Traditional
over.
Doritos.
No, it was the fiery nacho,
Okay.
the hot stuff.
All right. And then
How many calories are we up to right now? Like,
Justin will say like 200. So all right. So then
Bacon King.
but that's dinner time.
It's dinner time, and my mom made some chicken fingers,
Oh,
chicken
good.
tenders. So went over there.
How many of those did you have?
I had
70.
4.
That's it.
Trying to think what else I ate.
Anything with it?
Oh, I definitely ate something else.
Your mom made like chicken tenders like for you or for like dinner for
Well, she
everybody?
just made a bunch because she like makes them.
Not his
for-
house, by the way. Keep that in mind.
I liked the idea of like Justin showing up and she's like, Justin, I made you some chicken
Yeah, some
fingers.
chicken.
Well, no, she just makes a bunch
slaved
because
all day.
she like portions it out for the week.
Sure.
Just making sure.
And then you were done for the day? Done eating?
No, I definitely ate something else. What the fuck else did I eat?
What time is this when you have the chicken tenders?
Chicken tenders probably around like 6-ish.
Okay.
Justin, are you a dessert guy? Like, are you into like ice cream and, or is it all just
I
like
mean, I'll
the
eat
carbs
it, but
and
I'll eat it, but it's mostly like
the fast food stuff? Is that
fast
like,
food's
your
what-
big thing?
what
Yeah.
kills me. So that's why I think the factory's gonna help cut that out.
You think you're just not going to eat the other stuff now?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go hungry for a little bit once I commit to once the factory gets there, I'm gonna commit to it. I said I paid for this. You know, it's a reasonable price, but I'm paying for it. I don't want it to just go to waste.
How about like just not going to Burger King? Like, just drive past
You said it makes
it.
you feel bad.
Like, just drive
Well, yeah,
past
Well,
it.
the
still
thing is,
go.
it makes you feel bad afterwards.
Right.
It's the addict thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you know, if you go to an alcoholic and you're like, I feel like shit when I drink, Well, you feel like shit after you drink. When you're drinking,
Yeah, right.
you feel good.
Feel great.
Right.
And that's where a lot of us don't drink anymore because of that day after effect.
But I think Justin's going to still stop at Burger King. He has a nice Factor meal at home.
If he hadn't have just done the year without Mountain Dew, I would totally agree with you. But he was a big Dew guy. He quit it for a year. That makes me think if he puts his
13 months.
his mind to it, he can go with Factor only. I believe in him. I believe in him.
I've lost weight before.
You did have that little run.
It's been a long time though.
Well, but,
Yeah, it was before
Yeah.
this show was even a thing.
but the stuff with the thing with Coleman, you had a couple of weeks where you were going to the gym and you were active. Like
No, he wasn't going to the gym
Yeah, I was going to the gym.
he was going to the gym during the
for
Coleman,
a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
which wasn't bad for him.
Is this the most you've ever weighed or no?
Yeah, I think maybe in 2018 I might have weighed a little bit more.
Are we getting close to 4?
No, I'm probably at 365 right now.
Okay.
A pound a day.
You could lose 100. You could lose 100 pounds.
I don't think I could. I think if I got down to 300 pounds, you'd be like, "Wow, Justin looks incredible." You'd say, "Wow."
I don't think you look incredible, but I get your point. Yeah, I guess you could
I think
lose
if he
100.
got
You'd
down
be
to like
stunned.
325, he would look better.
You could lose 100 pounds easily.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully, the Factor thing helps.
Yeah, but okay. I'm not doing this. What else? Okay, sucked into this.
You see, the president-elect is already hard at work.
We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
I don't understand. Why?
A lot of territory. The Gulf of America. What a beautiful name.
Is that real or is that AI? I saw it
Yeah,
on
I
Twitter.
swear to God, that's real.
No, that's
Why?
real.
Who cares? Worry about fucking inflation. Worry about the cost of houses. Who cares?
He was
Just
on
red
a-
meat for the retards.
He
like
was
the
on a
Jerry's
run
of the world.
yesterday with like
Yeah.
Canada and Greenland and Panama.
Oh,
like
God.
The whole thing with Canada is so annoying.
So stupid. Wait, make Canada a state?
That's what he's saying. He's saying if we make Canada a state, they'll be happier.
How many electoral votes would that state have?
Ooh, that'd be a lot.
Well, at some
many
point
people
they're
live in
talking
Canada?
about breaking it up into two.
It's,
It's so
it's a
big,
very liberal country, also.
but they were going to break it up into two. He said.
So Trump wants to turn it into like give it a huge liberal. Like, why would he want to do that?
41 million people? 40 million people?
That's all there is in Canada. It's 40 million people, I guess.
Well, a lot of it you probably can't live in if you're like really.
It'd be about this. It'd be a little bit more electorally than California.
Okay, well that's 40 electoral votes. You want to just give the Democrats 40 of those?
But if we make it a state, we don't. What if we make it like a Puerto Rico sort of thing?
Why would Canada want to do this out of curiosity?
Because they're struggling right now.
Yeah, I don't think they're
Trudeau
particularly
fucked
interested.
them.
I don't think they're interested in this. Do you?
No.
Can we
They
be
don't
fair
have
on
any
that?
interest.
Trump gets in these things. Like, just focus on the. I mean, I know he can't because he's fucking insane, but just focus on stuff that matters. Gulf America. Who cares? Why? Dummy. Ugh. What else?
You see, Army Hammer is coming back.
He is?
New movie.
What's he doing?
He's doing a movie called The Dark Knight.
What's it about?
We don't know yet, but
You
it's
can call it that?
Maybe because there's it was Batman the Dark Knight.
Oh,
You
maybe.
drop the Batman and just go Dark Knight.
I mean, is this real?
yes, for lead role in Uwe Boyle's vigilante thriller The Dark Knight.
Okay, good for him. Am I supposed to say that?
Army Hammer eating people. Now he's
That's true. Everybody comes back. What else? What else you got, Steve?
Let's see.
Bish.
I saw your take on the. You've been having a lot of takes on the NBA and how bad it is.
Not many. Pretty much the
Well,
same
did
one.
you see the Barkley thing from last week where he was going back and forth with JJ Redick? How JJ Redick was saying, he was commenting on the.
I saw J.J. Redick's family had to evacuate their home.
Yeah,
It's
with
crazy.
California.
That's a crazy situation.
Because
right
what?
now. The fires in
the fires
California.
in California right now, brutal.
Insane.
Yeah.
Like, they're going like football fields a second. They're burning like
Crazy.
size-wise.
Yeah.
Christ.
Is there going to be a? Do they think it's going to break at any point, Justin? Do you know?
they're
Like,
just
do they have like a? Like, has it peaked or no?
it's still going. Like they don't
Yeah.
know. That's the thing
Yeah.
with fires is it's when it's going, it's going. There's nothing.
No, I know. I lived in
Well, you could
San Diego in 2007. There was crazy. We had to evacuate. There were crazy fires.
Have those always been around? Because I feel like they're
Fire?
new.
No. It was invented in 1986.
No, but in California, I mean, in that area, it happens a lot.
Yeah,
doesn't
we
it?
have all the it's nuts. But what were you saying about Redick and Barkley?
How they were talking about the ratings and how it was low, and Redick was commenting on it, and Barkley had said, "Yeah, that's because you guys shoot 100 threes a game, and
Right.
who the hell wants to watch basketball that way?" And
Yep. You didn't like that, Redick, or?
Redick didn't like it at
No,
all.
he's a baby.
Yeah, he's just a baby.
He's a
and
bitch.
But yeah, I've been saying it. I was the
it
first
kills
one to
the
say
league.
it. Yeah,
It kills the league.
But people, you know, we've talked. I don't know what they're gonna do. I have no idea. But yeah, I don't.
Because if you tell a kid now, go on the block, I don't think they would even understand what that means. Like
No.
getting into
Except
the post.
for Coleman, yeah. Nobody does it like him.
We lost those days of McHale and Barkley like getting into the post.
Well, sure, but I understand it. Like I said, I mean, it makes sense the way to play the game. It's not aesthetically pleasing,
It's not
but
fun though. I mean,
No, I know, but
especially like
but-
when you watch a Celtics
okay,
game.
if you're Joe Mazzulla, would you change the way you're playing right
No,
now?
not at all.
You won the fucking championship last year.
No,
You're
but
probably
like,
gonna win it this year.
when they're playing Oklahoma City the other night and they can't hit one, eventually, don't you change a game strategy to be like, hey,
To
why don't
what?
we drive to the hole
well,
a
they
little
would
bit
say
more?
Post up who?
They would say the
No, but have
analytics
Tatum
will
drive
say,
to the hole, or Jalen drive to the hole. It's like, what
Yeah,
are
what?
we doing?
they would say the analytics will say if you're not hitting them, eventually you will
Yes,
hit them.
statistically, you're gonna start if you miss 6 in a row. You're gonna if you're a 38% shooter, you get
I know.
shoot
I
16
just
more.
think we're older. Where I don't think Red Auerbach would have had.
No, I don't think you would've
analytics.
liked it.
Or
No.
Larry Bird had analytics. You know, it's like
No, but I mean, but it makes sense though.
Yeah.
like I don't like it. It's not pleasing to the eye, but you know, it makes. Maybe we should have taken more threes. Maybe we should have taken 70.
I think I only shot. I might have shot in like 2 twos.
Yeah, maybe me too. I don't know. Like I was
Maybe.
there to go, there to gun, fun and gun, baby.
yeah, you guys are shooting, but
Yeah. You never know. Maybe back. Who knows?
Steve would try out. He tried to try out.
I did.
I
see
tried to try
Steve's
out.
footage. He sent me footage of him playing basketball. He's fucking horrible.
what do you mean? I hit every shot in that video.
You couldn't run up and down the court, Steve.
Not right now, no. Not right now, no.
How could you play?
In my day, I maybe 20
Sure.
years ago.
Yeah, it's not
50
easy.
pounds ago,
I can
yeah.
barely do it. It's
No,
not. Not easy being old. I'll tell
No,
you that.
after I sent you that video, I was kind of like, oh, you dummy. Why'd you do that? You know, because
If you sent me a video of you jerking off, would have been less humiliating. It was just weird. I'm like, what do you think is the payoff of
there was
this?
no payoff to that. I have no idea what I was doing.
What goes on in your mind when you do things like that? Where'd you
Nothing.
shoot it?
That's the problem. Nothing
Where'd you
goes on in my
record it?
mind.
What was the court?
A playground in Gloucester.
Okay.
And
Who filmed it?
my nephew. I just had him film it, and I sent it.
What
Uncle
was-
Steve
in
needs
the
to make
minute-
the basketball
What was he
team.
thinking? What'd
He
you
thought
tell
it
him?
was funny.
How old is he?
10.
Oh, okay. What'd you tell him you were doing it for?
I was just like, hey, can you just, he was shooting. So, I'm an idiot. So anyway, I had him, he was shooting. 'Cause he likes to play. I was like, hey, why don't you take a couple of shots and, you know, we'll break it down, look at video. I was like, hey, so now that we're doing it, why don't you do a video of me? So I did that video.
You went to that
and he had
playground
no
with the sole
idea.
intention of making a video.
Absolutely, I did.
Oh, while we're here, why don't
While
we
we're
just...
here, so then I sent it to you, and the minute I hit the send button, I'm like, you idiot. Why'd you do that? You know?
That's how when I was a kid, every creepy after school special started. They'd be like, why don't you take some videos of me doing this now? It's like a different stroke
Well, like
special.
Gordon Jump.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, it was
That was
take a
the
picture
worst.
of Dudley and Arnold.
That could never get, these days, like something like that could never happen
What's
on
that?
TV. The Gordon Jump episodes, like,
Why don't you ever show like different strokes now where,
no
you know,
shit.
a white guy adopts a couple of black kids and a grown adult midget black guy sits on his lap during the show and pretends he's his kid. I don't think you
and then you had the serious Conrad Bain in the beginning. Wasn't
Yeah.
it Conrad Bain?
Conrad
came
Bain
out
was the
and-
dad. Yeah.
and,
Oh,
like,
yeah, gave you the
he
speech.
gave you the speech.
Yeah. What else, Justin? If we're at Army Hammer time, I'm concerned.
Sonny Hostin's husband in big
Is
trouble.
this real or is this a right wing thing? Just the only tweets I saw. Is this real?
I think it's real.
Okay. What is he doing? I mean, I don't care really, but go ahead.
He's being insurance
Sued?
fraud.
Insurance fraud.
So
yeah.
it's like
Insurance fraud.
doing fake claims to just get money in.
Yeah.
She's in trouble. But yeah, the conservative Twitter.
Jim McCain is on it. He's counting. You're doing the Bish word count.
good.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's like 700.
Like, how many do you think you have said so far today?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. 1,000 maybe?
Oh, way more than
Way
that.
more.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Way more than that.
1,000's a lot of words. It's
Well,
a lot
how
of
long- How long
words.
have we been on?
I don't know, an
Over
hour maybe?
an hour time.
Hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
maybe. I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't think about it, but you know, yeah, I'm much. Yeah, but I feel bad. He's like a nice old guy. I feel bad. Maybe you're right. Maybe Dave's just doing like a senior.
I think there's something to it. It's very strange to me that he keeps saying building the bench and that he keeps bringing in the same guy who's
And
like
Because he has no
60s.
grandparents left, right?
That's what
He
I'm
can't,
saying. I'm
right?
like, there could be
no,
something.
he doesn't talk about him, right?
No, we have By the end of this year, the show will have no grandparents in the.
No, that's not true.
What do you mean?
I think Mike's.
Mike's not the show. I'm saying cast.
Oh.
Mima's alive, but she's got one tit. Who wants to be around that little freak? You know what I mean? Just one sloppy hanging tit. Right?
I've never seen it before.
You got a good cut out of that one.
Yeah, that's a legendary. You have two left, right?
I do. I have
Your Sonic mom, Sonic grandma, and
maternal grandmother, and then paternal.
If Bubba and her ever like talked,
Yeah.
they were
At,
good
like, parties and
friendly, or
yeah, they're fine. Have they fucked? No.
I'm saying maybe you could maybe give nice companions for each other. I don't know.
No, I don't think either of them have any interest in that.
Would that be controversial in your family or no?
Yeah, it'd be pretty fucking weird.
What if they really were like, hey, we're old and we fall in love with each other. We want to spend our last days together.
She won't go to Honeydew and do the scratch
Well, no,
tickets?
they also live like 3 hours from each other.
Well, that could be. I mean, she could move in.
No,
kick you guys out. Why not?
Because she can't.
What a dynamic.
What, you and your brother stay in this bed with him?
No, but she has the boat club down in Norwalk.
With no boat.
She's not. Yeah,
With
she
no
doesn't-
boat.
Doesn't have a boat.
Got to
No.
be another boat club around here she can join.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh no, she has a lot of friends down there.
When are you going to see her again?
Probably in the next 2 months.
It's a long time. How old is she?
She's in her 80s.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. How often does your mom see her? Is it your mom's? You said your mom's mom?
Mom's mom.
How often does she see her?
Probably like 10, 11 times a year.
Okay, it's a random number. 11. Okay, 11 times a year.
Is she healthy?
Yeah, she's healthy.
Yeah.
As far as I know. I mean,
She drive around or?
yeah. Oh, but she doesn't like driving the highway.
No. Can you get to the boat club back roads or no?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's a win then. Fantastic. But no boat club in the winter.
Well, the boat club is open in the winter.
Oh, that's where you guys went before Sonic.
Yeah. After
I
Sonic.
beg your pardon. After Sonic.
Which also people, I don't know if you've seen.
I haven't.
Sonic not eligible for the Oscars this year.
What do you mean? For
It's
best anime? Why?
Just,
For
it's
what?
not eligible for anything.
I mean, it wasn't eligible. It was released.
Either they didn't
Didn't
submit
qualify or
Yeah,
something.
it didn't qualify.
Did you think it was going to be a contender?
It's my pick for the movie of the year.
What, for like a...
How many have you seen?
I've seen a decent amount of movies this year.
Your number one film of 2024 is Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
Yep.
Wow. What else is
for
on
that,
the list?
For that type
I
of
guess,
a
yeah.
movie? Because
Anime.
wouldn't it be like Mohana or...
Moana?
Moana or...
But it's not animated though, Sonic. I mean, like you have humans in it, like Jim
Yeah.
Carrey's in it.
Oh, okay.
Sonic is obviously in
CGI or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like yeah.
You guys just mentioned Mike a second ago. Yesterday, you guys were talking about the Sirius XM shows, and I was like, I just don't remember these. So I just did
I don't
like a
either.
quick Google or whatever, and I got the thumbnail right away. Blind Mike, man, he looks like 15 years younger. He
show
looks like
will age
Obama
you.
coming out of office, man.
The show will do that to you. So that would have been 2021, 2020?
I think the
was-
date said 2020. I want to say.
Really?
2020.
Yeah.
Oh, pandemic? Oh, yeah, it would have been because when we were really fighting with Barstool, right?
I think it was like right before, because then you got into the fight with Barstool. You said we're not going to do the serious show.
Oh, is that right?
That's
Okay.
why you only
I
did
have
3.
no memory of those shows. I seem to remember we took phone calls. Does that sound right? So that was a Steve operation.
Yeah,
Had to have been.
Yeah. It feels like we did. Maybe we didn't. I don't know.
What are you thinking about that combo on Friday? The Mick Steve combo.
I don't really know. I don't know. Mick is Mick, and Steve, I don't think listens to the show. So it could be great. It could be awful. I don't know.
Yeah, because Steve just got that one track. Like, he can just come in and, like, just dominate the room.
Right.
Where, Mick wants to get into a bunch of stuff with...
I need Mick this year. My Mick request this year is for Mick to hang in. Don't quit anything.
I think Mick's in a good
It's
spot.
already happened. I'm saying since now this Mayo thing. I need Mick to, like on Friday, if he doesn't have a good show, just come back. Don't make
And not have
everything.
the tweet after. Like,
Yeah, don't
I'm gonna
make
take a
everything
break.
like
Yeah.
don't quit this, don't quit that. Just hang in. We're on the side. Hang in.
I think Mick's in a good spot. I think Mick's
I do
feeling
too.
better. I think he's. I love Mick. So
So do I. I want
Yeah.
Mick to have a good year. I don't want Mick to be
Me too.
doing this or not doing that or not being in Laconia or not being at the just
he's going to be in Laconia.
for now. Right now,
I guess
Right now.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The
Okay,
thing with
I got you,
Mick
I got you,
is
I got
you
you.
just never know. So we need Mick to have a
He
good.
sounds good. Like, his last
Yeah.
Beyond was pretty good with Christian. And,
This
he
is his
seems
first
like
time
he's
in here in a
good-
while, though. This show, the Justin, it's be interesting to see how he does.
This is his first time in since, was it December? Early December?
I don't know. I mean, first time in a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what else? What were you gonna say? One of you guys gonna say something, though? No. Go ahead, Justin.
See the Sam Altman You don't care about that.
No.
Friend of the program, Kevin O'Leary's trying to make a big purchase.
Yeah, I saw that. Jesus, he's going all in.
TikTok, I guess, or the United States stock of TikTok.
Well, because it's set to be banned in like a week.
Yeah.
Good point by Ted Sellers. Like how many words are in a 15-minute Consistency podcast script? Do you ever do a word count for that?
No, but I should have.
That's a 15-minute monologue.
Yeah.
Like that's a good.
That was probably 6,000, 5,000. I don't know.
That's a lot of words.
I don't know. It took a while to write it. So
Yeah. Is that retired for good?
I don't know. After this new like network stuff, I was very confused as to
You
where-
don't like Menners, right? You
yes
cannot
and
like
no.
him. It's okay.
Yes and no, because he did give me, a shot, but I didn't like the way that all that stuff was going down with like, the networks being broken up. So I was just kind of like, I had enough of him. But I was just so confused. Like if I were to bring the show back, what network would I go on? And it just seems like it's too much work.
Okay.
But
you're okay with everything, Cinnamon?
Yeah. I'll go on whatever network you guys want to go on. I'll
like
work
would I
with
go
whoever.
on?
I don't give a shit.
Would I come back to this network? Would I go back to his? Like I don't know where I would go.
Steve, I don't know. Go on. What does it matter?
Doesn't matter at all because I'm probably not going to do it.
Well,
yeah, I don't have the time to do it. I wish I could. But
who do you not like in the Miniverse right now, Steve? Who are you down on?
Mayo, obviously, but
Mayo.
that's Universal and Pelletier, and that's about it.
Pelletier.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I forgot.
Yeah, those are two. I mean,
that
other
one
than
I can't really argue with.
You can't argue
He's
with me on
gone
that
away,
one.
huh?
Dave's favorite guest, another guy. Senior
Another
citizen.
guy in his 60s.
That's
yeah,
true. Yeah, Dave's got a weird affinity for old men. It's the opposite of Justin.
Yeah,
strange. The very young and the very old. Where's he been? I don't want him in here. I'm just saying in general.
Well, I think what happened the last time kind of.
Oh, is that right?
I mean, do you want him to come back in? I mean,
Do we have that cut or no? You looking
please
for it?
don't.
Please don't.
Why?
You brought it up.
I know I did. You're right.
This is creepy.
Such a creepy moment too.
I think the people are tuning in that hear me talk about surviving, like random people today that are listening to this.
People that don't know the show.
No
at
clue.
all.
She's really cute. Can I have her number?
Oh, gross.
Steve did bring a game, he said.
Oh, you
I
did?
do have a game.
Oh,
I
let's
do have
it.
a game.
Good. Justin just wants to hit the music.
Well, it could be an activity too.
Oh, we'll find out.
Yeah, and it's for both of you guys because I know
There you go,
you're
Cinema.
into movies, you're into shows.
What's the last movie you saw, Cinema? In the theater?
Nosferatu.
Hey, what'd you think?
It was fine. B minus, C plus.
Yeah, it's not
I
my-
expected more of it.
I liked it okay. It's just not my. It was good filmmaking. Like
Yes,
Edgar's a good,
definitely.
but it's not my genre. That's
Did a
just not
great
my
job
thing.
with like the setting. I felt like definitely brought you back.
It's
and
like a
all
B
of that.
for me. I didn't. Yeah, it's just not my world. But I liked it. Yeah.
You see it with Harry?
Yes, I did.
Does Harry like the gory, like the rancid, like
Yeah, he's okay with it. He
human
likes
centipede stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
I will say Lily Rose Depp I thought was fantastic.
Yeah, she's good.
I thought she was really good.
She was good. She was good. Go ahead.
okay. So you had always said that you would love to be in a crew where you were like eating a sandwich and
In the
shooting
mob
the shit
without
with
the
boys.
killing. Yeah.
Right.
Well, now it kind of the last couple days I want to start.
Now you want to start doing it.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do was a little exercise where it would be your all-time mafia crew.
Okay.
Okay, here's how it would work. You choose between The Sopranos, Goodfellas, and Godfather.
Okay.
All right. One boss, one consigliere, one captain, and either,
You give me the options, right?
I'm giving you the options.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
Oh.
There's no New York guys.
No New York guys.
No for Sopranos, like no New York guys, no other families.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
If you pick one, like for boss, for example, you can't use the other guys in any other spot.
You're
going
wiped
forward.
out.
They're wiped out.
Okay.
So for boss, Vito Corleone, Michael Corleone, Paul Cicero, Uncle Junior, Tony Soprano, and Johnny Boy. Who would be your boss? And remember, you can't use the other guys. Like, who is the better boss of all those movies or
The best
shows?
Best boss is the one I want to hang out.
Who's the guy that you would want?
You're changing the game on me.
Well, who's the guy that you would want to be your boss?
Paulie.
I was between him and Tony. Because I'll go Tony.
Okay.
Is it because Vito and Michael are too old school, or
Yeah, I just like Paulie. I like I like that he wore a suit when they went to the apartment.
My brain thought was
he wore a tie, which I liked. Yeah.
Having a good time, the eating and the drinking. Vito is not.
No,
I don't
you
think
can't
he's gonna have much fun with Vito.
No, like Paulie in prison was having a pretty good time.
Yeah, and Michael seems
I don't
to
think
be,
Michael either. Actually,
No,
Michael's a little
like
too
not
much.
all last
Yeah.
Michael.
No,
Tony's too Johnny Boy. I don't care about.
But then you had Uncle Junior, who would have been
Uncle Junior was second. He was second. I loved Uncle Junior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So consigliere, Tom Hagen, Janko, Silvio, and for Goodfellas, I put in Tootie Cicero.
Yeah, he was his.
But
he
I'll
was his
say
guy.
Tootie
Yeah.
Cicero.
Now I need a little balance with the I like a Paulie Tom Hagen.
That's nice.
Combination.
That is good.
I'm going with that. I like that. That's a good
I
pairing.
thought
right
maybe
there.
you'd be going with Silvio, but
That's what I had.
Tom Hagen to me was like kind of the.
I mean, that's a good Paulie and Tom Hagen's a good pairing.
Yeah.
It is. No, it is.
Who are you going with?
I guess I'm gonna have to go with Silvio.
So you got you got Tony and
Tony
Silvio.
and Silvio.
All right, Captain.
Now, if you remember the pilot of The Sopranos,
Go ahead.
Silvio walks over to them at the Satrials and is saying, he's like, Tony, you know somebody named Artie Bucco? Like they changed the characters.
Yeah.
Like, Silvio was not the consigliere in the first episode.
No.
He was
Yeah.
saying to him, do you know Artie Bucco? Like
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
as the show goes on, it's established that Silvio and Artie Bucco
Yeah,
knows
and,
each other very well.
and it wasn't Satrials. I can't remember the
No,
name
you're right. It
of
was something else,
offhand.
right?
Something
yeah,
else.
Yeah. So go back and watch that.
Captain, Paulie Walnuts, Jimmy Conway, or Sonny Corleone.
That might be the toughest category of all.
Because you got the hothead. Yeah, I mean, hothead and Sonny.
Yep.
You know, you got Jimmy, obviously. And,
Yeah,
Paulie
I think Jimmy, Tom could control Paulie better. I'm gonna take Paulie. Who I love Paulie Walnuts.
I'll go Sonny.
Yeah.
You're two
Sonny's-
Paulies.
Huh?
You're two Paulies.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Paulie. Yeah, Sonny's too hot. This is what ultimately killed him. It's too hot headed. Good. That's why he couldn't be the boss.
all right. So
Tony might be able to take him on the maybe.
Yeah,
keep
that
him
could be
under
interesting.
control.
That could be interesting.
Cinema, who'd you take?
Sonny.
Sonny. Jesus. Tony, Silvio, and Sonny.
Justin seen none of this. These.
I have no idea what a captain is, a consigliere is.
You never seen the Goodfellas. You never seen Goodfellas.
Nope.
oh, man.
Don't you think like
that's the one you
being
have
on
to
the
watch.
show? You
Yeah.
should watch these things. We
'Cause
talk
that-
about it. You know.
Because that's a quick, what, 2.5
a
hours?
lot. Goodfellas been brought up a lot.
Yeah,
on the
you
show.
not watch Goodfellas is crazy.
Was that 2.5 hours? Two
Yeah,
and a
I
half?
would give it
And that's
7
a quick
hours.
watch. Like, it's
Also,
so good.
it's also great.
Yeah.
I'll watch it tonight.
Okay,
There you go.
Watch it
All right.
tonight. You watched The Godfather before?
No.
Oh.
It's just crazy. It's just nuts.
Oh, my God.
I was laughing as angry as I was. There was that thing that went kind of viral. My reaction last night. People kept tweeting about it. Because I was literally in shock.
That was like a panicked Kirk, where it's like you like
Not even panic. I was like literally like stunned. I was like,
what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like literally took my breath away. I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck is
When
going
Megan
on?
said Rico, you were like, like, I thought you were going to faint.
I knew it. I was like because I had worked so hard at this game every fucking second, played my dick off. To have Megan who did nothing, just sat in the couch and drank and did drugs the whole time. I was like, yeah, I took Rico. I'm like,
Yeah, like,
what? Do you have that sound or no?
Yeah.
Let me hear that. Megan's a kind of dumb where when she graduated high school, she got a standing ovation because they were like, she made it like this retarded kid made it. You know, it was like it's one of those moments where it's on like, you see it on Twitter or like, oh, awesome moment, retarded girl gets her diploma and everyone stands up. She's that level of stupid.
but she can make sandwiches, though.
I guess.
How can she make sandwiches being that dumb?
Well, I think you can do a trade.
Forrest Gump until war.
Yeah, right. I mean, the guy was an All-American.
What a head of rocks that lady has.
What do you go for? Geeks? What'd you do?
I know.
Nobody else is voting for him.
I don't want to go Keith.
Can't really hear it.
I don't want to go Kirk.
I can't listen to that voice.
You can't hear it, but
Yeah.
your face is like, who'd you vote? Like
Yeah.
you knew the answer when you asked that question.
Well, I didn't know. No, I didn't know who she voted for. You could tell me anybody at that point. Once she said she didn't vote for Kelly,
Almost didn't matter.
she could have said anybody.
Yeah,
Because I was like, who the fuck else? Honestly, if she had looked at me and said you, I'd been like, good for you.
Yeah.
like
exactly.
That fucks me, but hey, look, you had a plan and you're doing it. That's like voting for you. Like, I was like, what is the point? No one's voting for him.
Burn vote.
No.
I very initially early tried to.
I thought it was going to work.
Because when
Well,
the
right
thing
off the
happened,
bat, you had said Rico.
I was like, well,
Rico,
all right,
and
well,
then,
I guess we got Rico, right? Let's
Yeah,
go.
of course.
Right.
That should have been easy.
But I knew I was still the target, so I was like, maybe everyone's going to fall into this trap. But it was somebody was like, well, hold on for a second. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Because right when it happened, everybody was pissed. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So that was the right time to make that play.
Right. Go back to the game. Sorry,
All
Justin.
right.
Give me the music.
So we can go 10 soldiers
10?
if you want. We can
I
go.
don't think we need 10 soldiers.
All right, let's
do
go.
we?
Let's go. Let's go 6.
Let's go 4.
4?
4, Steve.
Why can't we go 6 to each movie? Or 2 each?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. All right. Godfather. Clemenza, Tessio, Luca Brasi, Rocco Lampone, Fredo, Al Neri.
It's tough. I mean, there's a lot of disloyalty here. I
Who's the guy that gets shot on the boat?
I can't take Mogherini, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite cameos of all time in any movie.
Green.
I go Tessio and Clemenza.
Damn it. I really wanted Clemenza.
You can take him.
All right, I'll take Clemenza. Can you read it off again?
Yeah. Clemenza,
Jesus.
Sorry.
Clemenza, Tessio, Luca Brasi.
I'll take
Rocco-
Luca.
And Clemenza.
And Clemenza.
Okay. Yeah, Luca's tough.
Well, Goodfellas is a layup, right? Tommy and Henry.
Well, give me the list.
Tommy, Henry, Frankie Carbone, Frenchie, Maury, Johnny Roast Beef, Stacks, Fat Andy, Frankie the Wop, Jimmy 2 times.
Give me
Frankie Rose Beef.
Give me Tommy.
Johnny Roast Beef.
Give me Tommy and give me maybe one of my favorite characters in the movie of all time, Maury. I love Maury. I love him. With my schmuck on wheels. I love
Maury Swigs, don't come on.
I love fucking Maury. Jimmy's been an unconscionable ball breaker. Where's my money? Where's my money? This fucking guy. Go ahead. He had to go. He was too. Yeah. It's great. That is the greatest movie ever made.
Did you hear about Nunzio?
Go ahead.
Cinema, who do you got?
I'll go Tommy and Henry.
Okay. And then Sopranos, Christopher, Bacala, Ralphie, Pussy, Tony B, Patsy, Little Paulie, Mikey, Furio, Richie. Like, what do you got?
I'll go. Christopher's too. You can't trust him. Drugs. There's too much going on.
Yeah.
Tony was too. He was too good with Christopher. I know what he was doing, but. You need somebody who. I'll go Patsy. You need somebody who's not afraid to do the tough stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Ralph. Oh no, Ralph's the captain. Right?
I put him in.
Oh, I'll go
Yeah.
Ralph. I'll go Ralph.
Yeah, damn. That's the first one I wanted too. I wanted Ralphie.
I liked
And
Albert
then,
though.
I love Pussy, but he's such a train.
I mean, he's fucking. He's singing.
Yeah. It's bad.
Nick just texted me.
I don't
What did
want
he text you?
Curioli either.
Jerry After Dark, Jersey Jerry, quit. Jerry After Dark. He's giving it to Tate.
Really?
Tate?
I know it's been in the air.
Who the fuck is gonna watch that?
Good question. Tate After Dark?
Yeah.
Well, let's get better sound than that before we play it. All right. Go ahead.
So who are you guys?
I'm
I mean, it's not. It's Kemi's not been shot, Justin. Just take it easy.
Yeah.
We'll with the Jerry not doing Jerry After Dark in a minute. Go ahead.
I definitely want Richie. I don't want
Richie's great.
Christopher. What was it? Go ahead.
Bacala, Ralphie, Pussy, Tony B.
I'll take Ralphie.
Richie and Ralphie's good
I'll
combination.
take Ralphie.
Yeah.
I'll take
Good
Ralphie.
combination.
Yeah.
Were you talking about the?
Oh, you love Gumar's?
No, I didn't put that on.
Gumaras?
Do you want?
I thought we were.
Who would be the wife? Carmela.
Oh God.
Vito.
Kay?
Kay.
And Karen?
Definitely not Karen.
Karen.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not Karen.
Which I don't think Paulie. Is Paulie married?
No, Paulie had a girlfriend with a kid.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he didn't do a lot of that. No.
No. Vito's wife.
That's Lorraine Bracco's sister in real
Really?
life. Elizabeth
Wow.
Bracco. Yep. Wait, whose wife did you say? Vito's wife?
Vito's
Yeah,
wife.
Yeah. I should maybe take it Vito. Poor Vito.
He's just like I said. There's no fun with him.
No, everything's so straight laced.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about Vito Spatafor. I thought you were talking
I'm sorry.
His wife. His wife was played by a singer, famous singer, opera singer, in The Godfather. I don't know. I like Tony's first, the Russian.
The Russian.
She was attractive.
Yeah.
Was he the car dealer?
No,
I liked her
the
too.
Mercedes girl there.
Annabella Sciorra, yeah. That's tough. Tony's best looking.
Was in Tulsa King.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's in Tulsa King now. Yeah.
I couldn't. Yeah, I liked the first season. I just haven't watched the second one.
Definitely not a game.
Activity,
but a good activity.
Yeah,
a good activity.
Go Carm.
Gotta
go Carm.
Carm, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Carm fan. She's so, I don't know. She was a little bit like she, like, oh, I'm so offended by this mob, this life, but like she loved it.
She loved every minute of
it.
She used the power when she had to,
She loved the house and the jewelry.
Yep.
She
Getting
loved
Meadow in the college, she bullied the sister.
Right.
She did
Cusimano.
Yeah.
Then the priest. Like she's.
Where Jackie April's wife was all into it.
Rosie?
Yeah, she was all in. She didn't care. It was like more money as I could get. But I thought you'd put Furio in when it came to like the guy.
I was a big Furio guy.
But he seemed like he would get the job done if you asked. I mean, at the end, he
got
kind of
soft though. Carmella, like you need,
when he first came on the scene with the massage parlor, like he really, made a statement early.
He was good. No, he was good.
So what was Justin? Did you write down Kirk's whole team?
Justin's listening to this right now, literally like he's listening to the moon landing. this fucking Jerry news, like
Kennedy got shot.
Do you have good? Where's the sound from?
It's from his account.
So why does it sound so bad?
6-minute video. That's because it was from my phone, so it wasn't coming through here.
No. I don't think we can listen to 6 minutes of this.
No.
Be like going through the comments after his stream and seeing all the negativity, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like this sucks, and started to weigh on me a little bit, and I made a decision once I started to question my sobriety, you know what I mean? That's where I just draw the line.
So yeah, so it sounds like the comments and everything we're getting to him. So.
Oh, well, okay. Jason Whitlock. Dave Portnoy is defending Joy Taylor. He doesn't have any common sense. He's a sexual degenerate that can't tame his lust for young women. He doesn't operate from a biblical worldview. Well, that comments is Brandon. Get his ass, Whitlock. Jesus Christ. Oh, there you go. This fatso, Dave. This fatso is still alive and kicking. Kudos, man. I thought you died years ago. Jesus. So Tate is taking over?
Yes. Taking over the After Dark.
Oh. Hey, good luck to him. I don't really feels like that's not going to work as well.
No, not at all.
No.
I don't know. Maybe he'll be creative. I have no idea. I don't know.
Whitlock also like doubled down on this whole.
Oh, I saw. He's like, yeah, I said this shit. I don't get. So yeah, I think Jerry. I know in the last week or so, Jerry was like, he takes these comments to heart. So he's like, I would just like to say to them, don't like look at them.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
But if you do it, but I mean, it's not. I thought the comments were kind of kidding. Like saying he was liberal. I thought it was like a joke, no?
Some of them are jokes saying like, oh, you're a big lib, Megan Rapinoe,
right.
Megan Rapinoe. But then some of them would just be like, oh, Jerry, you're a crackhead loser.
Yeah.
Which is not true, but.
No. Well, yeah. Well, he is a recovered crackhead.
Yes. But
so,
not a loser.
You make a good living working
Well, he just quit Jerry After Dark. And he didn't win the last challenge, right?
In surviving?
No,
the
whole one.
Oh, yes.
Is he going to do the final one? Is he going to go back and do that or no?
I think Tate's taking over.
All right, jeez. Well, Jerry, go to BetterHelp. Every January brings you 365 blank pages waiting to be filled. Well, 3 of every 4 years. BetterHelp is fully online. Therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Visit BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today to get 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com, BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. BetterHelp.com. Get online, get your therapy, feel better about yourself. Get moving right now with our great, great partners at BetterHelp. What else, boys? Anything else, Justin?
You want to hear Whitlock doubling down?
Sure, I guess.
Joy Taylor, according to my research, as best as I can tell, and I say this in all seriousness, I'm not trying to joke, but she bought them big cans. This isn't something that was given to her and there was nothing she could do about it. She wanted big cans. And if you ever watched her on Fox Sports, she displayed them constantly.
So he's really pushing the envelope there.
What? So he's saying because she bought her breasts, evidently that what?
That she was like, it wasn't something.
She was sexualizing herself.
She decided to get big tits.
Oh, are those? I thought she was kind of like a bigger, not bigger, but like wider frame. I thought those were her natural breasts. No, did you see them?
I assume so. I would have.
How does Jason know this? Just from being a fox or something?
Said he, from his sources, I guess.
Oh,
that'd be great if they actually weren't. He was just dead wrong.
Yeah, is she your type, Steve, or no?
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's your. You like sort of like the Kim Kardashian kind of thing, right?
Paige Spriniak, like that type of.
Oh, any new ones or no?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, any dating? You still dating? Weren't you dating somebody?
No.
I thought you were last time. You said no.
No. I worked out a better relationship with my ex, but
You're back together with her.
no, we're on good standing.
Oh,
Like now it's easier with
The kid?
with the kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm open to the possibilities now.
Are you on any apps for dating or
No, I haven't really
gone on any
mentioned
dates?
that.
No.
No.
Oh.
But I'm definitely open to it now more than I was.
Are you lonely?
No.
What? No. Well, you're alone. I think sometimes your kid's not around.
No.
That's a crazy
there
question.
are times it does. It's very quiet. I'll say that where you had a wife and a
Yeah, that's what I'm
daughter.
saying.
And,
You don't have to be. I'm just
yeah,
wondering.
like midweek it does get a little.
Yeah, it'd
boring,
be nice to have
but-
maybe a companion to go get some dinner with or something. See a movie.
Absolutely.
Huh.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely.
You get back in the game.
I'm ready. So.
Okay. Do you believe you're in some Amazon, Jay? Do you believe everything Gus says?
Not a word.
Oh.
Not
Really?
a word.
Here we go.
No,
Oh.
I don't believe anything he ever does.
Do you think
or
he's even
says.
working for Amazon?
I think he is, but I don't think at the level that he's doing, and I don't think at the frequency. And I he's just like your Georgie, in this world where like remember,
the strip club.
the strip club. You
bartender?
could have had like a better bartender work in the Bing, but
Right.
you had Georgie. He was like the nice
him
guy.
around, yeah.
You could push him around. He says things that are dumb.
He was dumb.
And that's what you get with Gus. He's a nice guy, but I don't think he knows what he says.
Right.
It's not. It doesn't comprehend well when he says it,
yeah.
and so I don't believe a lot of what he said. But
What are you looking for, Justin?
I would call him Gussie bullshit.
Oh, right. Sure. He was your original guy, right?
he was my guy. That was the whole point of.
But now it's Mayo.
Gussie tells you this.
Mayo is
Gussie
just-
tells you that.
What's I mean, other than the normal Mayo stuff, why does he trigger you so much?
Well, he's just Mayo. I mean, it's the normal stuff that we all hate.
Have you ever met him?
I was in studio with him once.
Oh, you did a show with him?
That was the whole Portnoy day where he was talking to Portnoy about the Princess Bride.
Oh, that's right.
Mayo is a little bit different when he's on the show as opposed to just meeting him in public.
Yeah, I've spent no time with him.
Yeah, I've never met him in.
No, he's normal, or
He's not normal, but he's not as on, I feel like, as he normally. Like, I hung out with him for like an hour at Saco, and
he was fine.
yeah, he was fine.
Oh, it's the Notebook. It's the whole thing. It drives me nuts.
Yeah. Well, so Mick is sending you information, Justin.
He did send me that, yes.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay.
Reply back, thanks.
Did he reply to you or no? You
No,
replied. Oh.
I just replied, thanks.
Oh, okay. Good.
Did you give him like a smiley face or something, or was it like an exclamation point? Like,
Just a thanks exclamation point.
Okay. Thank you. Good. What's up next week when I'm away? What are you guys gonna do?
Probably going to do a producer show earlier in the week.
Okay.
And you said you should be back Thursday.
I think so.
Are you doing
Friday.
a show in Chicago?
Maybe TBD. If I do one, Jeff will produce it probably Tuesday. I think. I don't know yet.
are you going to do a name next week?
Next week.
No.
No, right?
What do you mean?
Why
We
would
have
you?
a named. Well,
I'm spoiling Surviving on the name Friday. I already promised I was going to do that. Yeah,
So there would be no one named.
When?
Well, don't you do one named once a week?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Why would he not do unnamed?
That's my question. Are you doing them named next week in Chicago?
I'll be back here.
Oh, you'll be back.
Yeah,
Right.
we'll do it.
Right.
I don't even know if it'll be Friday then because
Yeah, I don't know. I was just
we're
thinking
done
with
with
you.
Survive. That'll probably be the last one on a Friday would be my guess.
Yeah, with like you, Portnoy, Whitney, all being together. If you guys
Oh.
do it earlier in the week. 'Cause you
I don't
guys
think
are
so
all live,
because we'll have Surviving. It'll be over, so we'll
Right,
talk about who
right,
wins
right.
and who doesn't. And Whitney is still. I'll tell you,
I must have had 10 players from the game texting me during the last couple of nights. Like, people are so, way more than last year, are so into it. The participants are still into it. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's been a success.
It was definitely more well done than last year. Because like last year, you still had like the New York office was still.
Well, that's the thing. I think it just looks better because of Chicago versus New York. I actually liked playing the game in the New York office better because it felt like playing at the Boston Garden versus playing at like the Fleet Center in Chicago. You know, like the New York office is like old, it's grimy, it's like there's
the old parquet.
There's like little turns here, and you go to Chicago, it's very nice, but it's just very bright and no personality. You just walk in there, it's like just a stale thing. It's nice. It's like an office building. It didn't do anything for me. So, but it definitely looks better for sure. The production's better this year.
And I think there was like less going on too.
Yeah, people were doing work in New York.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of interesting in a way.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'd actually totally agree with that.
Yeah, like you
totally.
I remember like we'd be screaming and then you'd look and you know, Trent would be like blogging something. It's fine. Trent would be or somebody would look up and they'd be like, "What the?" You know,
You're looking for an idol,
I think they told them because they were so worried about spoilers. I think they were like, "Just stay the fuck out." I don't think anybody was there, right?
In Chicago?
Yeah, I think Brandon was there because he was doing his show in the morning. Because I'd see him in the morning, but I think that was it.
I think they like kicked everyone else out.
Yeah, I think it was pretty much done. Brandon did this show, and I think that was it. So, but yeah, I mean, the numbers are way up there. Well, it was on YouTube last year for the year, most of the year. So, but yeah, they seem very happy with it. So I don't know how they'll do cast wise. They'll bring in new people, I'm sure, next year.
So is it confirmed that it's happening this year?
Oh, I don't know, but I mean, it seems like they would probably do it, right?
I don't see why they wouldn't.
It's been a monster.
Yeah. You think, well, we're in the middle of it now, but it's a year away. Like a year from now, people will want to see it again.
8 months you'd be filming, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if I'll be asked. I have no idea.
Well, you said, you texted Dave and said.
I'm doing this, yeah.
I definitely think there's still some names that haven't done it yet that would be good too.
Sure. Oh,
like
yeah. For
Brandon
sure.
fucking Walker, I think would be good. The Foreplay Boys, I think would be good.
Definitely.
I mean, Chicken Fry was supposed to be in this season.
I don't think she would do it.
Yeah.
But like you could put Nick and KB in there.
Nick and KB, yeah.
For sure. Not everybody. That's the other thing is like people.
Actually, Nick played, I think, the very first season. I think he was very into
came in
it.
second.
He almost won, right?
Yeah, he was very, very
I'm
into
sure it'd be
it.
very good. So, you know, like, yeah, not everybody has to be an alpha. That's the thing. Like, you need followers. So to make it, we can't have 24 lunatics. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be asked back. I would think, I don't know. Like, I think I moved the needle during the show.
Yeah.
So I would think, hopefully, you know, I'd like to get one more shot at winning it. We'll see. I don't know. But
So I don't know how you don't do this without you, Dave, and Dan. I feel like the three of you guys are like
Well, they did.
right,
first two
but they
seasons,
weren't.
Yeah, but
I think they like the last.
I think it's
two
been. I think it's
seasons.
been 2 seasons.
But I
for
think
them.
going forward, it has to be you guys. You three.
Well, I know. I think you need. I would think you need Will, but that's gonna be maybe tough going forward. 'Cause
Right.
with the company.
And also,
I like Whitney back. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Jerry.
if you're Will, why would
you
you?
need Jerry?
Why would you?
Like, other than like the fun aspect of hanging out with your friends.
He wants it. He
but
wants
if
it.
you've been kicked out and they said, we don't want you
well,
to.
he'd want to get the people who did it to him.
There you go.
And then it's actually, by the way, now it's actually publicity next year.
Yeah.
You know, now, because like right now, I mean, like I said, I think I know where they're going, but like nobody knows where they're going. A year from now, they'll be at those places.
Yeah.
So like, I think that's a little overrated anyway. Like, I don't think, you know, you see huge spikes in these shows, and I don't. To me, it's about the personalities. Like, Mubi has 5 billion, whatever, followers on TikTok, probably. To me, Chris Klemmer was a way more interesting part of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as a personality, it doesn't matter how many followers you have.
Just him leaving Tribal was better than anything Mubi did.
Anything. Yeah, just the whole Klemmer of it all. Just so, you know, I'd bring him back. If I was picking the, you know, yeah, I mean, I have thoughts. I don't think Dave should be able to pick the team players but he's going to. So.
I would put Tommy back in instead of
Sure.
being a ref. I thought he was really good last
Like,
year.
I would get rid of $1 million worth of game guys. To me, were a zero. In the
Yeah.
game. So you tried it. You get rid of them. Caleb's not going to be back.
Mincy, what do you do with him?
Mincy could maybe come back, maybe not. I'm kind of on the fence on him. I think you guys buzz.
Yeah, but
much
you can
could
replace
for
him with Brandon, and
Sure.
you know, Brandon would be good on the show.
Definitely.
Like the Chicago boys could do. I think Eddie did the first season.
you could put him
too,
on.
I want to say Eddie, and I think Chief's awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, you could take White Sox Dave out and put Chief in. Like, you could do. I mean, at some point, there's only so many employees of the company. But like, I was talking to Riggs yesterday. Riggs like, yeah, I think I want to do it. So, you know, maybe I don't know. Maybe you bring people back from season 1.
I could see Frankie's brain breaking.
Yeah,
on
I think
this
he'd be.
show.
He'd be a
fucking
maniac.
mess.
Oh, Dave would have his way.
But again, that's another Dave guy though. So it's like,
yeah,
you know,
that's
it's great. Like, we know where he's going to go. But that kills him. Like, I do think Dave's in big trouble next year, I think.
Yeah.
If he's in it. I think people almost hurt their games to get him out.
Yes.
In a weird way, he's almost a guy you want to carry next year.
Yeah.
But then you get to the point you've carried him, and now he's doing the same thing again. You know how that goes. So,
do you think there ever would have been a point where Clemmer did something similar with you that Rico did with Dave? I agree.
I
agree with that.
I had two people I was going to go with till the end, Will and Clemmer. I was never going to, Now, I would have, in the end, taken Will over Clemmer. Because I think I would have beaten Will, had a better chance in the final three with Will. But maybe not. It depends how the game went. But yeah, I don't think he would have. But I don't know, because he was locked in with those guys. So,
I'd like to see Roan again. I know you worked with him a lot.
Yeah, Roan played great. Roan will be back, probably, maybe Francis. Who knows? I don't quite know. But
what I mean is, do you think Clemmer ever would have given up his
do what Rico
necklace?
did?
Yes.
No. To give it to Dave?
To give it to you.
No, he plays the
I would
game.
agree, yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant with he stabbing in the back.
No.
No.
Like,
I would never expect him. Like, I didn't expect. Like, I was trying to bully Rico into doing it, but I didn't expect him to do it to anybody.
No.
I was just taking a shot. I was like, fuck, maybe I can bully this guy. So, but no. If Clemmer did that, I'd be like, all right, let's vote this idiot out. Like that's a lunatic move. Like, I don't.
I mean, that's your biggest thing. Like, you are safe. You made it to the next round. Like, why are you giving that up? Like, when he did that, I was like, Rico, what are you doing? Like, I think we all said it because, like, you just gave away that security blanket.
Yeah, he's a moron. Yep.
It's the biggest mistake you can make, and second is definitely throwing challenges.
Yeah, which I never did.
Yeah.
We talked about it, and like, I think I kept saying, which is true. Like, I'm fine if we lose it,
right?
But we don't try and lose it.
Right.
And Rico was trying to throw it.
It backfires every fucking time. Every time.
Real on Survivor, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Always backfires.
Well, because then somebody gets pissed at and then somebody gets killed, right?
They always doing it, planning to vote this person out, and then it's never that person. They get back to the beach and things fucking go haywire, and it never is that person.
Yeah, because it's, What else, Justin?
I have this new ad from for the Howie Carr trip.
Oh, it's a commercial?
Have you found yourself in a vacation rut?
Oh, no. Wait a
Does
minute.
it seem like every year you end up at the same destination, doing things you've already done before?
You know this is, right?
Why not try a new destination full of new experiences? Howie Carr is partnering with Stephen Ambrose Historical Tours for an unforgettable 9 days exploring the battlefields of the American Civil War. And Howie Carr will be with you every step of the way. Or at least as much as his wife Kathy allows.
Everybody knew what he was doing.
But I don't know why you do
Hold
it.
on.
Yeah.
What? Why? Okay, I'm leaving. Bye.
You'll be provided some meals over an exciting 9 days and explore these American hallowed grounds.
Bull Run, Harper's Ferry, Richmond, Petersburg, Automac, Sharpsburg, and Antietam. Confluence of the Shenandoah, Gettysburg, Fredericksburg, Chancellorsville, Spotsylvania, Manass.
How much does this cost? Far more than you might imagine. So if you've been suckered into Howie's other scams, this trip is for you.
Good job by DEC. That was actually funny.
That was good.
There we go. I could
that was a good one.
fucking put my finger on it.
Wow. You make one phone call to him, he's back in.
Oh, he's back.
He's all excited?
Did you see the MHB tweet from a couple days ago, though,
No.
about the best of?
What did he say?
The 2025 Best of will be a choose-your-own-adventure interactive experience. You've never seen anything like it. Imagine being able to pick the best segments of the show yourself and listen to them at your leisure. It will be revolutionary.
There you go.
I don't know what that means, though.
Who cares? The boys are back, though.
Boys are back.
Good.
I don't even know if there's
That's
going to be a
good.
best of next year, but I'm in the works with John to putting together a new show for the network that
John
I
from
guess-
Scranton?
Yeah, that
Okay.
could potentially, I guess, help out if there's another one.
What's that?
It's going to be in vain as Mike and the Minifans. It's not going to be weekly. It's going to be once a month. It's going to be at the end of the month.
Okay. The two of you on air?
So I think when Mike and the Minifans was the best was when John was like in his bag and he was being very interactive and he keeps popping in and throwing jokes and throwing sound. So I said, I like when you do that. I would like to do something with you that you can do that. So I'm going to try to put together tables myself of people that I like to talk to that I already know. And we're going to try to basically it'll be like the best of the month kind of a thing.
Okay.
Where I was talking to John is we could literally like, I'm going to put together the table at the beginning of the month. Make sure that they have the date open. That way there's no cancellations or anything like that. And I'm going to say, hey, like as you're going through the month of shows, if there's a moment that really fucking jumps out to you, just make a little note of it.
Yep.
We're going to send all of that over to John beforehand. We'll be able to do like a nice little clip by clip thing. We can almost like vote for it on who we think is going to be the best moment of the month. Stuff like that. We can talk about like overall if we each pick like one specific show, like, hey, I thought this one was the best show of this month. Here's reason why,
That's a good idea.
why.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
I like that. I do like. I'd even do like a stock up, stock down,
Something like that,
Mike
yeah.
stock, Kirk stock. Yeah, Mick. Third. Yeah.
I like to talk about the show with other men and fans. I can't commit to doing every Friday. I try to do things when I can, but
Seems
this way, if I tell my girl like, hey, listen, this day I'm doing this, like I'm booked.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to do that. And like I said, I can bring in the guys that I like to talk to more often. And
there you go. Good. How about you, Steve? Anything come up with you? Anything you promote?
No, nothing to promote.
No.
My last question, Justin, did you hear back from the lady? The jail?
No, not yet. She hasn't.
Nothing, huh?
Not yet, huh?
I don't think. I don't know. If
Feels
it's
like it's
coming.
not going.
It's not going to happen.
Holiday season's busy though.
Do I write another one?
Yes. I think.
Is it like
But maybe not put 20 in this time.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe not put a 20 in.
She definitely.
Put a
She definitely
50
took the
in?
20.
She definitely liked the money.
Yeah. I would think. Are they allowed to keep the money? I wonder.
But do they even know that, or does it just like go right into their commissary? Like,
Yeah,
how
is
would
it-
that even work?
This would be one of the guards just take the cash, run away with it.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Any dating going on in your life?
No, not really. Nothing.
You mean
going
not
on.
really?
Nothing really. I mean, I'll go out with friends and stuff, but I wouldn't.
Well, that's not dating, is it?
What do you call it? Date? Oh, they're friends with their girlfriends, but
Friends with benefits, you're saying?
no.
Oh. So if you met a girl, whatever, and you like, would you bring her back to your grandfather's house?
Yeah.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Okay.
this is Bubba.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, good. But then you'd have to bring him to the parents' house after. Like,
Yes.
that's a whole big like. How would that work?
Depends
Like,
what season this is in.
Sure, that's a good point. Summer's it's different with the pool. Well, we should thank Milton's. Milton's is back, by the way. They've signed up for another year. I'm happy to say that. For 2025, their big winter sale goes on right now. Get your coats, get your your jackets, your boots. A couple of the next few months ahead. Go to Miltons.com. Take a look around. Buy one, get one free. Suit event continues to roll on. The best store in the world. Number one sponsor. Seen by millions this week on Surviving Barstool.
Looking sharp.
Looking sharp. Yeah. Yes, as I called a woman a twat. And my favorite one is when I'm whispering to Rico and I have the thing. I'm like, your life is over.
Man, I'm surrounded by the two dumbest fucking people on the planet. It was
Unbelievable.
good, too.
Megan's got the thing where she like tries to tell you she's not dumb. It's just like, you're dumb. There are dumb people in the world. You're one of them. Like, you're just dumb.
She's been less involved in like the strategizing than even Moobs
Way
is somehow.
less.
It's crazy.
but you killed her though.
But you can't
That
be
was
like,
just-
but she was like a puppy dog.
Yeah.
The whole time until it mattered. And like I said, one thing, it was a strategic move and that was wrong. And she just like backstabbed him. She didn't even do that. She was like, I was mad at him. I'm like,
total burn vote.
Who cares that you're mad? We're all mad at him.
I mean,
But, like,
good on Rico for doing that.
what do you mean?
Like if he
Good on Rico for giving that to Dave?
Well, no, good on Rico for somehow fucking up. Like, if his goal was to save his alliance with Dave now,
Right.
by giving that and then throwing Megan in the loop where she doesn't know how to vote.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't think that was a strategy.
No, it wasn't. But
Yeah. Yeah. I think his strategy was just to have Dave not be mad at him.
But Megan could go deeper in the game if she's with you.
What
Where
are you
like
laughing
she's
at?
not.
just the
Your life
calm,
is over.
collected. Just your life is over. Just enough.
She just couldn't figure it out that you could have brought her further in the game. Then
Well,
if
maybe
she goes
I mean,
back with them,
Maybe she wins them. I'm just saying at that time, that vote made no sense.
No sense.
Like, you could vote for me, that could make sense. You could vote for Keegs, that would make sense. Those are the two people who were going to get votes. But like voting just made no sense. Like, it didn't, that's not how you play the game. So, but she's stupid. So, Miltons.com is not stupid. So go to Miltons.com right now and take a look around. Anything else from you boys?
So you mentioned that you and Jeff are going to be doing some Academy Award stuff.
Yes.
I was also going to try to do some of that same stuff.
Okay.
Can I?
You're welcome to join us if you like.
That's all I wanted.
Is that really what you were asking?
That's what I wanted to hear.
Sure. No problem, Cinema. We can do that.
I appreciate it.
No problem. That'll be on I don't know when. I think we'll do a post-nominations and nominations are soon.
10 days, I think. It's the 17th.
It's when they're announced,
It's
yeah.
when they're announced, yeah.
It's going to be an interesting year.
It sure is. I just started like grinding through a couple of ones I hadn't been able to see yet. Like I just watched Dee Dee, which I liked. I liked Dee Dee. I finally got around to seeing Nora, which that one I really liked. The Real Pain I enjoyed, but not as much as some other people did.
I loved it. Loved it.
I
My
know.
favorite movie of the year.
Yeah. Great performance from Colin.
Yeah, I think he's gonna win.
He should.
He's gonna nominate for Best Picture. I think it's tough to pick the 10 though. 10's a tough one.
Yeah.
You know, like you have the Locks, Brutalist, and Nora.
Dune's still gonna get nominated.
Dune will get nominated. Brutal, like I said, Wicked will get nominated. Conclave will get nominated. But then I
haven't seen Conclave yet.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I think A Complete Unknown will get nominated. I don't know if it should, but did you see that, Steve, or no? The Bob Dylan movie?
No.
Another Dylan guy?
The only movies I've been able to watch at the theater, unfortunately, have been, kids' movies because my daughter, the times I have with her, it's like, hey, let's go watch Mufasa the Lion King. Let's go watch.
One of these lonely days when you're by yourself. Why don't you wander over to the North Shore movie theater?
Probably the AMC there.
AMC 20, Liberty, yeah.
It's the fucking best. I love going to movies alone.
Oh, it's a great.
Yeah, I used to when I was younger, yeah.
Yeah, what are you embarrassed?
What is Wicked? What would be the age appropriate? Like,
how old's your daughter?
6.
Yeah,
she's been asking to watch it, and I was like
fine.
hesitant right now.
Fine,
but
you'd be fine.
Totally fine. Yeah,
I think so. No, Justin?
I didn't see Wicked.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know. Is she?
She's totally into it. She wants to watch it.
She's not afraid of.
No. But
I've
I've been going down the list of like, hey, let's watch The Lion King. Let's watch this. And she keeps on saying, "Hey, Dad, how about Wicked?" And I'm like,
"Yeah, they scissor the two of them, but that's
they probably do."
That's not bad. What's that
in the interviews?
That's what I mean. Yeah, no, it's. I think you're safe.
Okay.
Yeah,
that one I haven't seen either.
Which theater do you go to?
AMC Danvers, which I like, and also Woburn. I like the
Showcase.
Woburn. Yeah, I like the one in
I went
Showcase.
to my movies, a million movies as a kid.
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that theater a lot.
I never go there only because it's oddly, even from where I live, getting a 95 that area is the worst. Fucking gridlock.
Did you used to go to Revere at all?
Once in a while. I remember when I was.
I didn't mind that one.
I remember when I was in high school. My mom took Ryan and I had another brother who unfortunately is deceased. They went to Nova Scotia to go visit somebody, a wake or they went up there. It was just me and my dad in high school. And I was at that age where I was like, it's girls and friends, and you get sort of embarrassed. My dad, which is very unusual for him at that time, was like, hey, do you want to go see the movie Awakenings? The Robin Williams, Robert De Niro movie. I'm like, sure. He's like, go take a look at the paper. You look at the paper then.
Right.
And say, find out where it's playing near us. And Woburn was close in the Burlington Mall, but I thought I might see Friends with my dad at the movie.
Right.
It's like, why don't we go to Revere? He's like, oh, okay. So we drove. That's the last time I think I was at the Revere theater.
Yeah.
We saw Awakenings together. Yeah. It's gone now.
It's Amazon.
Yes.
place
Yeah.
now,
Right.
yeah.
Showcase is gone. Showcases are in trouble.
They are. Yeah.
Oh, the one by me, just great.
Which one's that?
Attleboro? North Attleboro?
Yeah, it still does well. But they're closing a lot of them. But yeah.
The one of Patriots place does well, but they don't still have like old seats. They don't have the reclining seats.
They got the Woburn ones.
The Woburn ones are pretty good.
Yeah,
though.
those they've redone. The Woburn ones used to be so springy; they were actually good. You could just go all the way back. They used to have some enormous movie theaters in Woburn, like 600-700 seats in there.
You ever see people like with blankets now and stuff?
Oh, it's awful. Oh, it creeps me out, man.
Very strange.
Creeps me
people,
out.
yeah, people. What's your policy on bringing your own food to it, Justin?
Bring my own food?
Yeah, but in general, if somebody brings their own food. To
back in the day, we would. We would sneak in a whole bunch of stuff. Now it's just go get popcorn.
Another movie though. Was it Burlington? I don't know. Who knows?
Do you have any interest in Den of Thieves 2 by any chance?
No, I don't.
No, I figured you wouldn't.
No, I was not a big fan of the original. I liked it when it was better. It was called Heat.
That's for
It's,
sure.
but it's fine.
That's
It's a fine franchise. It's with Ice Cube's kid, right?
Yeah, and Gerard Butler. But
Yeah.
Gerard Butler's the asshole, which I kind of like.
Yeah. I didn't love the first. People saying, but it's Pantera. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not usually big into those movies myself, but for some reason, I don't know. That first
You
one.
like that one?
I did. I enjoyed it. I'm going to go see the second one.
The old cinema across from the Liberty Tree Mall. Remember when it was on
Yes,
the other side?
on the other side.
Yeah.
It hasn't been gone that long. That's in the
It's
movie.
got like a dog place now.
The movie Sound of Metal. Did you see that movie? It's not
That's
like the best
the one-
picture.
yeah,
but
yeah,
Liz
yeah,
Ahmed.
yes,
They actually shoot in front of that. He stays overnight in front of that theater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
that's
a
a good
nice
movie.
one.
He was very good in that. That was a good theater.
Yeah, I
Rob and I used to go
like
there
that
all the time.
theater, yeah.
He directed and starred in Monkey Man at the beginning of the year. I thought that movie was great. It's Patel, right? Isn't it like...
Oh, yeah. I was thinking the one that's coming out now with Robin Williams is playing.
fucking like an
Reviews
acid
are
trip.
good, though.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Was it good, the Dev Patel one?
One of my favorite movies of the year.
Yeah, I got to see that. That one slipped by. I got to see
That was one of my favorites of the year.
Do you see re-releases?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if it's so honestly, yeah, like what, 7 or something?
7's coming out.
Yeah, I think it's out. Or it's played this weekend in some theaters. Yeah, it's not one of my favorite Fincher movies, but yeah. Why? What made you ask that?
I just know that Revenge of the Sith is being released this year.
Ooh, is it? I'll probably go check that out.
20th anniversary?
Yeah.
When?
Let me see.
May 4th, or is that when they do it generally, or no?
Jaws was fucking awesome in IMAX.
Oh, I saw that a couple. Was that 2 years? A year and a half ago?
2 years ago.
It was great.
Yeah,
I took Harry to see it. It was
awesome.
fucking great. Wish if I could read a good book about it.
The locations are pretty cool.
No, I liked it.
When you see it,
I liked it.
in,
Yeah.
You know, like the bridge and all that stuff. It's kind of cool to see it in person.
Jaws is literally a perfect movie.
Yeah, I agree.
There's not one issue with it.
Did you like the ones after that, like 2 and
no, less? Each one less.
Got less. Well, especially after Brody was gone after.
Yeah.
The miracle, the sun and whatever was going on.
The miracle
there.
of Jaws is like, this would never happen now, is they waited forever to show you the shark in that movie.
Have to watch it every
You would
4th of
see
July.
the shark 4 minutes into this movie if it came out today. What were you going to say? Do you have a date for it or no?
They're in talks. There's no definite date.
Talks? Because Phantom Menace did very well last year, the re-release.
The 25th.
They just ignored the Attack of the Clones?
Maybe it was during the pandemic. 2002.
They released it then. But so you go see it opening day?
The first, probably.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith. That was a fond memory I had.
She was breaking his heart.
She was. You're breaking my heart.
And he choked her.
You did this to me.
Was he about to choke? Was he about to use the Force on her or something?
He did.
He does.
He choked her.
Yeah, he does.
Lifts her up a little bit.
In his anger, he killed her. So the Emperor says.
Yes. No.
You didn't think he only gets bad when he does that? That no thing?
I think it's great.
You actually think
I legitimately, there's nothing wrong with that movie. I just watched that movie and just had the time of my life. It's like a
Obi-Wan's got like a lame, when he's away, he's got a lame storyline going on in that movie sometimes too, though, right?
What do you mean? Like when he goes away to
Yeah.
Utapau?
Yeah.
Oh, the Utapau scene is awesome.
Well, Justin, that's where you have to watch Goodfellas tonight because there is nothing wrong with that movie.
He's not going to like Goodfellas as much as he likes because he was a kid then.
But there's nothing
Justin
wrong
wants
with
to
that
be
movie.
a kid again.
Oh, that'd be awesome if I could go back when I'm like 8.
That's what every pedophile says.
Honestly,
Gotta go back to going to bed at 7 o'clock.
Like Kirk, there is nothing wrong with that movie. Goodfellas, like nothing. It is the best movie ever made. Like, well, maybe The
Godfather's a great movie. All the President's Men's a great movie. I mean, they're great movies, but yeah, it's in the top, for me, in the top 5 for sure. Yeah, definitely. It's the most movie I've watched the most in my life.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah, in that run up there, but yeah, for sure. All right, so we're back tomorrow with Ted and with
Bio Dude, right?
Bio Dude. Okay, we'll see what the ramifications are. We'll have much to react to tomorrow as well. I can tell you that for Surviving. I know you guys will be watching.
Absolutely.
When's the next Simlores podcast?
We're going to be doing another Surviving thing on Thursday.
With the boys?
Yep, with the boys.
Okay.
Then we'll be live again, like I said, after the live reaction after Thursday for the finale. And then just a couple, got to start waiting for some shows, a couple movies, but like I'm not going to do a podcast on Den of Thieves 2.
No, it's dead time right now.
Or fucking The Wolfman, even though I do kind of want
I'm
to see
looking forward to that
Wolfman.
one, actually. I've heard it might be okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be all right. And then there's another one, too, at the end of the month. The Companion, I think it is. It's with the kid from The Boys there.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that looked pretty good, too.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
So it's you, Mick, and that show?
John from Warren, and then Steve, you're live to tape.
He's a talker.
Yeah, I
Which
mean,
is good though. Which is good.
It's
I like
good.
him.
So me and him are both Survivor
guys.
fans,
Yeah.
and Mick and John aren't. So it's a nice balance.
Right.
Mick is doing his fucking research though, man. He
I heard him
came
say
ready
it
to
last
go.
night's watching.
Oh yeah.
So John the War could do that show, Justin. We
Yeah.
can't do this one.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable, no?
I guess not.
Yeah. What can you do? All right. What are you doing after getting the show up? Then what, Justin? What's the rest of your day look like?
I have a question I have to ask Barstool.
Okay.
Get the show up, cut clips, go over things with facts, then start looking for things tomorrow.
I think Facts is like be the second producer today.
I can't do this. I can't. Fax is my guy. I drove all
What do
the
you
way
mean?
up here just to take him to lunch.
You're taking him to lunch after?
No, not today. It was a couple weeks ago, and he was in. I drove all the way up there.
Wasn't that tweet where he's like the 6th guy?
That wasn't good.
Yeah,
he's young. He doesn't know.
You
he's
gotta.
young.
I'm not gonna do it. You gotta tell him this stuff. No.
Yeah, no, I know.
Because Justin's like, I'm gonna give him a big talk yesterday. Great talk. He's tweeting that out 2 hours later.
No, this was after it. I said I'll tell him to cut the shit.
No. During the show yesterday, you're like, oh, I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna tell him what's right.
I did,
what's
yes.
right. How'd that go?
Apparently not well.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right.